Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Fallen Stars, a Fabula Ultima campaign. Today we are joined by Sloth playing Lido, Zerda playing Han, Marcus playing Rebecca, and Titan playing Zoran. Hello, everybody. Last time, our heroes defeated a rather monstrous creature and set the souls of a mongrel village free, and rescued Firekeeper Ophelia from the jaws of the soldiers of the Seven Scholars. Let us go over here and let me activate this scene. There we go. We find ourselves in the Sinide Empire. It looks like you guys have a little bit of traveling still left to do. Would you like to make a travel roll?
I got this, guys. I got this.
All right.
You're a travel lead. Please.
All right. Well, that's fun.
We ran into trouble again, guys.
Okay.
We should let you roll.
Why you're in trouble? I mean, I have to roll if you want the, treasure hunter benefits.
Yeah. Let me get the sound down a little bit, and then I'm gonna have to find a fucking thing. Give me a sec. God damn it! Why couldn't you roll something normal like a 2?
I would have loved to roll a 2, which is not normal for me. 2 is a discovery.
I'm going to talk at you.
Okay.
Let's see.
Danger, danger.
Danger, danger. Let's see. Okay. I like this. All right. Let's zoom back in on our favorite heroes. As you all are traveling, it is the next morning after rescuing the Firekeeper. Is there anything you all want to do before a thing happens?
Lido has been brushing I can't remember names for some reason right now. Orthozy. Keeping her feathers clean, making sure she's well fed as she flies above and kind of hunts on her own. As we go down the your microphone is too sensitive. I'm talking at away from you at a regular volume, and it's still picking me up loudly and clearly. It absolutely is. Because you keep your sensitivity down. Anyway,
Proceed.
I don't hear myself anymore. As he's just kind of brushing. There is another thing I wanted to do besides brushing Orthozy, and that was ask the Firekeeper some questions.
I see. Sure. She seems to be sitting with that same box in her lap as she was yesterday. You're not sure if you saw her actually sleep, but
Now you're cutting out.
what do you want from me?
Speak at a normal volume and don't whisper.
I am speaking at a normal volume. I can hear myself if I don't speak this quietly. You need to mute yourself. Yeah. Thank you. Anyway, she's sitting with the box in her lap that you saw the other day. Let me
It's weirdly cutting out even when you're speaking normally. It's just cutting off the ends of your sentence.
Yeah, it seems to be a problem. When you're talking, you go like at the same decibels as I speak, so you're as loud as I speak.
I don't know how when I'm speaking at a normal volume.
Well, what if I just automatically adjust input sensitivity?
Maybe that'll help.
Maybe. All right. Is this okay?
That should be fine. I don't hear myself nearly as much on your end, and you're not cutting off.
Okay. I know I'm tired of fighting the microphone. Anyway, she's sitting with her box on her lap in the boat. Go.
Miss Ophelia,
Yes?
I don't mean for this to sound alarming or accusatory, but what were you doing there at the party in the first place? What's your role as a pirate keeper really even mean?
Well, that is a lot of questions. I suppose we have time, though. Would you sit next to me?
He does so.
Well, let me tell you about the Pyre Keepers first, then. The Pyre Keepers are those who tend the fire. And she opens the box towards you, and you see a small branch held within. It's silvery and glitters kind of with an ethereal sort of light. You've never seen anything like this before.
Lido thinks to himself because he doesn't want to say it out loud. That's a fancy stick.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't want to offend the Pyre Keeper by calling it a fancy stick.
This is an Empyrean shard. To put it in simple terms, it's a piece of divinity that was left to us by the gods. When burned, it creates a pyre that can keep the gloom at bay. That is the job of the pyre keepers, to tend the flame to ensure it doesn't go out.
So it's not a permanent fix then.
No, but it does offer succor and sanctuary in these dark times.
I see. I've been led to believe, up until recently, that souls can't go beyond the cycle because of, well, this whole situation that's going on. That's correct, yes?
In general, yes. However, bodies offered to the pyre, and she smiles softly and presses a gentle hand to your chest. Special ones, fallen ones, like yourself, are able to link the souls to the afterlife and create a hole in the barrier, so to speak.
So that must be what happened then, with the ghosts.
She tilts her head at you. Ghosts?
Yes, while we were in the fog, that location we went into, that led beneath the ruins, there was this monster there. A hideous form, made of strange material, but resistant or immune to light. This creature summoned or had control over ghosts of people. They were formidable on their own, of course, but the moment they were touched by my light, not only did they suffer enough wounds to defeat them, if you could call damage to a ghost a wound, I'm not entirely sure, but when they were disappearing, they thanked me, and I've seen what happens to souls that return to the cycle, and what happened to them was not the same.
Perhaps you are very special, fallen one. And she'll close the box. As to my purpose, It is difficult to say, but we came here to form an agreement with your empire and call for aid. An alliance of sorts. We meant to strike a bargain in exchange for an Empyrean shard. This Empyrean shard. And she'll tap the box gently. But, the
Safe to say things didn't go as planned.
no. And in fact, the king wanted something which I could not grant him.
Do you mind elaborating?
Well, you see, Pirate Keepers' entire lives are devoted to tending the flame, and we are not allowed to become entwined with anyone.
Just like him. I understand you. You need not explain further.
Thank you, Fallen One.
Lido. You can just call me Lido.
Very well.
Thank you for your time, Miss Ophelia.
Of course. And if you need anything, you need only ask.
She nods. I will try not to ask much of you, though. These are, well, it's usually frowned upon to ask much of folks of any religion.
She thinks for a moment. Might I? You are the young prince.
Yes, I suppose I, well, am. That still remains to be seen, I suppose.
I see. Then perhaps I can beseech you, Fallen One?
Well, I've been doing much thinking over the last couple of days, and I don't know what rumors you might have heard of the lousy son of the Tsar, but I've not been looked upon favorably by many people. I was ready to give up my claim to the throne. I was actually expecting that my eldest brother would be named the true heir, being that he is so strong and he is the eldest. And while he may not have been conceived in wedlock, he is still superior to me in many ways. But you may want to mute, by the way. I'm touching you very heavily. But I realize I have a responsibility that only I can fulfill. I want to change my people for the better. I want to change my empire for the better. I cannot promise you anything, but I will hear your request and I will do my best to fulfill it. As you have saved my sisters and, in a way, also myself.
Then perhaps. What is your aim? What is your goal at the moment?
I have to return to the palace. I cannot do so without some kind of protection. I need people, at least enough to assault the palace and take it back, so that my father can name his heir, and whomever it might be, can rule and not be swallowed by darkness, as it were. As whomever has taken the palace from us is clearly up to nefarious purposes.
I see. Then I will offer you the aid of myself, and if we can find them, my knight. In exchange, would you accompany us back to Endel once your business is concluded here?
There are still many questions I have, and I feel that you and your people may be able to answer them better than those of the Sunita Empire. I will do so, as long as my faithful knight and whomever else might accompany us is okay with such a thing. Of course, if I wanted to throw my power around, he says kind of mockingly of himself, I could tell him to come, but never really been the forceful type.
I see. Well, I appreciate your consideration for me thus far.
Well, you need not thank me yet. I will still see what I can do. I have hope, as I hope you will as well.
All right. That is a good, end to that little scene. Did anyone want to be eavesdropping? I know some of you are top tier eavesdroppers.
Becca was eavesdropping. Out of line, out of sight.
Gotcha.
To be fair, she's got better ears.
Correct.
She's got that animal hearing.
Anyone else
Too busy
want to?
fishing.
You're too busy fishing.
Of course you're fishing.
Alrighty. Anyone else want to do anything?
I think Zoran will probably,
Mhm.
try and talk to Han.
Go for
He
it.
doesn't really know much about this guy.
Okay.
Interest is peaked.
Yeah. Oh.
Lohan is just fishing on the side of the boat with a fishing pole.
You seem to have known quite a bit about that village. It's the
Yeah.
stuff that we should know going forward.
Well, in particular, what do you want to know? There's a lot to discuss.
Yes. These, you said it was the 7 scholars.
Precisely. They're the ones that assaulted the castle earlier. You were there when that happened.
Yes. I was also there when the other, what are the, hyena people called? Mongrels?
The mongrels, yeah.
Yeah. When the mongrel pointed you out as being perhaps a part of this organization.
Moving forward, I did make a promise that I would be more transparent. Yes. At one point, there weren't 7 scholars, but 8 of us. I have since abandoned the faction.
Oh, so you weren't just a part of the faction. You were one of its linchpin leaders.
Precisely. I changed my mind. I decided what they were doing was, well, I suppose that initially I justified the means, no matter how evil it was, but it got out of hand, and I started to believe that the ends no longer justified the means. I couldn't keep going in good faith. So I left.
And Do we have to worry about you planning on having another change of heart if the need arises?
If I wanted to do something, I would have done it a long time ago. Let that be known. I've had plenty of opportunities. Before now, and as of recent. You have my word that I would not run back to them. I have no need. Nor do I have the desire.
Why did you join them in the first place?
You know what I am.
So you were planning on making life better for your people?
Initially, that's what I told myself. The truth is, I don't think deep down that I really cared that much. Life wasn't really that fair to me, beyond just being a mongrel. And that sort of taught me that nothing really mattered. Or so I believed back then. You know, my father passed away in a whaling accident very early in my life. And I think that seeing him one day, and then the next, seeing he was gone and my life changed, and that everything continued and moved on as if nothing ever happened. I don't know. It made me see life as a meaningless thing. Perhaps if I had some otherworldly powers, things could be different. Ultimately, I came to the conclusion that that wasn't really the case. And that the ways I saw the world in my youth was, well, not the best.
Yes. Loss does tend to have that effect. But interesting.
He shrugs. There's a lot of things that seem to just happen by chance, I suppose. One day I was spearfishing with my uncle. The next, the government showed up. I was selected for the exams along with all the other children, and I passed. And after that, I was separated from my family, and I never really saw them again. Life's just been a long string of chance for me.
Yes. If you had the opportunity to see them again, your family, would you?
Han's going to raise his head because this entire conversation he hasn't really been looking at him. He's been like paying attention to like the water and his fishing. But for the first time ever, he's actually gonna make eye contact.
With the eye contact, you probably notice that there is a deeper point to like Zoran's gaze, something that has a bit of like underlying desperation and grief in it as well.
Interesting. He's going to reply, no. As much as I want to. No. And I've made that decision a long time ago. I don't want them to see what I am, or what I've become. They've already had a loss. I don't want to give them another.
Actively trying to be better.
No matter what I do, even if I do better, The damage I've dealt is a lot. I can only try and atone by, well, steering Lido into a better path. But my family does not deserve to see me. Not in this state.
Be careful when leading Lido. Or
What?
yes, you may end up putting too much of your hand on the scale of his choices.
Noted. I'll try to let him choose for himself. It's hard.
Well, hope you catch some fish.
Yeah. Haven't really had much luck.
How low is this boat to the water?
It's pretty.
I
It's
think
pretty
last
low.
time we discussed it was like 5 feet from the surface or something. 5 or
Yeah.
10.
It's a merchant vessel, but it's only made for going down rivers, so it's not that high. It's not like cruise ship high, but it's like a decent 5 feet. It's not.
Okay.
It's not like you could reach your hand down and into the water. You'd have to, go off the side.
Yeah,
Okay.
wait.
Okay. Well, the reason why, just as you make that point, you just see Rebecca like kind of leap off a bit, cling to the side of the boat, swipe her hand into the water, and just pick up a fish and come by out, just bite into it.
Okay.
It's not gonna get a reaction from him. He's just gonna like continue.
All right. Is there? Are you two done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Anything else? Okay, I'm not hearing anything. So let me make a music change. Yeah, this'll do. As you are drifting down the river, it's about mid-afternoon, I would say. Hello, cat. You're going up there. It's about mid-afternoon. Um, it is quite gloomy still. A very gray sort of day, as it always is. And as you're floating down the river, you see something up ahead, something that blocks the way. It looks like some sort of checkpoint of sorts. They have two boats on either side of the river, and a sort of floodgate thing built into both sides that is raised right now. So there is a raised gate in the middle of the river. What do you guys do in response to seeing this?
Would
Is there
Lida know
any-
anything about these kinds of floodgates being? I mean, he's probably had to come by here before during any trips that they might have taken to overseas, like when he was learning manners and how to be a diplomat and stuff like that.
I don't think it would have come up, and I don't think you've probably even traveled out this far from the capital.
Fair enough.
Would Zoran know?
Sure. So, Zoran, you're from Trodoria, yeah?
Yeah.
These sorts of things are not uncommon in your nation as well. This is kind of like a checkpoint that checks for, especially in port towns, checks for criminals, checks for like illegal materials. They're basically going to stop you and look over the boat and everyone in it.
Okay. Um, can I do like a look to see if they're like the heraldry that is being like prominently
Sure.
shown?
Am I gonna make you roll for that? I don't think so. Uh, you see some heraldry that you probably actually recognize because you have not muted yourself, Sloth. Um, you see some heraldry that you saw in your first time, actually, coming through this port town, which is called Port Royale. It is the main port of entry to the Sinide Empire. That is the heraldry present there. Whoever seems to be ruling over the town. So there's obviously the Empire's flags, but there's also a different nobleman's flag, and you remember
Okay.
seeing it on your way through.
So, but it's notably it's the heraldry of the Empire and this noble, not an eye.
Not a red eye, no. Not yet.
Out of
Yeah,
curiosity,
hmm
Go on.
does Rebecca recognize the noble symbol?
Oh yeah, very much so.
Very much so. Got it.
What do you all do? I'll give you some time to think about how you want to prepare for this checkpoint in case there's anything you want to do or hide.
Who's the captain that's steering the ship?
It's your old boy. I forget his name.
Oh, boy.
Old boy.
Yeah, it's old John. We'll just call him old John.
Hold on.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What's the like the herald, like the symbol look like again?
One is the emblem of the Empire, which is a griffin, and one is a house crest that looks sort of, I don't know. It looks like a house crest. It's got like the heraldry. It's got like got a shield, things like that.
Okay. Yeah, because my armor would have the crest of the Empire on it.
Yes.
So
So
okay.
does a lot of Lido's gear.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, I'm asking because I want to see who the potentially this checkpoint is aligned with. It is further out from the capital, so do keep in mind that maybe this post has not bent the knee to the new power. So I'm thinking of just like you being a face, maybe hiding Lido and the kids.
Like half the
somehow.
people on the ship.
I
Okay.
don't know where we would hide him, but
Well,
we
on
could
that
hide him.
note, Rebecca
Also-
does rush up to old John and asks, like,
His name's Marlon, according to my
Marlon?
notes.
Okay. Thank
Marlin or Marlon with an O?
Marlon.
Marlon.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. God, my memory is bad with names.
Excuse me, Marlon.
Yes.
Where would someone, if they didn't want to get caught on this ship, where would they go?
He raises an eyebrow at you, a very bushy white eyebrow. And then he leads you and presumably the kids and Lido down below decks.
Lido has a griffin. He could just go up into the sky where it's foggy and just avoid the entire thing.
Go for it. That's what you want to do.
I mean,
You might want to take maybe a kid or two with you because
yeah.
I'm
How
trying
many
to
people
determine
can
how
ride?
much room?
Yeah, how many people can Orthozi hold?
Well, Orthozi's pretty strong. Lido is very lean and light, and he's also a child, basically.
Okay.
And so are the other two smaller children,
I will.
and the sister as well. So
Okay. How many
Yeah.
children can go up on that thing?
probably not all of them.
Not all of them. I would say 2 if you were being very careful not to make sure they fell off, and then maybe 2 adults.
How are the kids dressed?
Nobly.
So I
Yeah.
think I will probably take myself and the older of the two sisters. It's gonna be harder to hide larger people.
Because I figure, like, here's my train of thought.
Okay.
Like I figure that no one, like, people are probably not familiar with most of the kids.
It's true.
And
Lido probably sticks out a bit, but
even though they're like, wearing fancy clothes, they could just be nobles that are being
noble, yeah.
escorted, to like a different, house or like a different palace or whatever.
It's very true. I will say that the feast you were at was sort of your first really public debut.
Mhm.
Oh God, dog. Oh no, dog. Yep. What the dog doing?
The dog's
Yeah.
fighting with Ophelia.
The-
Put her down.
Wow. Okay, they're going crazy. Okay. Well, anyway, yes, you could pass yourselves off as nobles and nobles' children without being particularly outed as the royal family, unless the royal family is what they're looking for. But you don't know. Rebecca, you asked Marlon if there was somewhere you could hide. He could lead you down and open up a crate for you. But there's also the option of hopping on with Orthosy with Lido.
Yeah.
So
Does she see Lido already taking some of the kids with him?
We hadn't decided to take any kids.
I imagine that Lido is sort of getting Orthosy ready to fly, though, so you could
Yeah.
probably view that.
I said we probably want to take the kids because
It's safer.
not only is it safer, like trying to get kids to stay quiet or to not
Mhm.
totally blow the entire thing
Yeah.
of like,
Yeah, that's
hey,
fair.
don't you know who I am?
Okay, wait. So,
Okay,
how many
I-
non-Lido children are there?
3.
3. Okay.
Right.
The youngest one of the 3, you need to take. The middle one,
Yeah.
where it
Yeah.
can fit, and the oldest one will come with me and Ophelia to wherever Marlon's taking us.
Okay. That works.
Okay. The youngest is.
Ophelia need to hide?
No, you don't know.
I mean, I would assume probably not, because, I mean, she's a pyre keeper. It's unlikely they're going to arrest a pyre keeper for
Oh, that's true,
basically any
yeah.
reason.
She is a dignitary from a foreign nation, so.
That would be a very, very bad thing for them to do.
Got it. Okay, so I'll just take the oldest of the non-Lido children with me, seeing that Lido is
Yeah.
already taking 2.
That
of
is
them
the
on
sister.
Orthosy. The sister, yeah.
Oh, okay. Be safe, Lido.
You as well. Let the adults do the talking here.
All right, and Marlon leads you down into the hold where he introduces you both to an empty crate. Well, I sold all my merchandise, so hop in.
It's a
Is the
hiding
crate
place.
big enough for 2?
Yes.
An adult and okay, then yeah. All right. After you.
Marlon will help her up and in. She's a little bit dainty with it, but she eventually goes in, and there's a spot next to her, and she kind of squeezes into the corner of the crate so that you can fit.
All right. And then as I kind of do the same, get inside, she kind of does a slight glaring, intimidating look at Marlon, and just one statement: "Make sure you don't get found. It's your head."
Ooh.
And then he tosses a tarp over the both of you, and you feel you basically hear him rustling around for a moment before you feel something fall on top of you. They aren't too heavy, but there's stuff on top of you and a tarp.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you hear the lid above you close. Alrighty. That's you sorted. Lido, you're taking off.
Most definitely. I'm just gonna tell the youngest, we're gonna go for a little ride.
Okie dokie. Okay. And she clings to you.
Mhm.
And the twins, are you taking the twins as well?
Yeah, just for safety.
Okay. And you take the twins up.
Try to have a rope tied around everyone just to make sure, like,
Yeah.
basically like a seatbelt.
Yeah, you have a seatbelt secured. I see. All right, and you fly up and into the mist. Alrighty, and that's most of everyone sorted. Ophelia just sits calmly where she always does, and she looks to Han and asks, "What is your plan?"
You're a dignitary, are you not?
Yes.
Then this is simply an escorting mission. We're heading to a port town to get you to your ship and send you back home.
Very well. I shall endeavor to act the part. And she places a hand on her chest and bows her head to you slightly.
He nods.
All right, and any last minute things before anyone wants to do before? Nope. All right. You all approach the checkpoint, and you hear one of the guards say, "Hold!" As several guards on either of the two small boats jump on them and row them to your ship. They climb aboard and address all of you. "What is your purpose in Port Royale?"
I am simply escorting our dignitary here, Ophelia, back to the port city so she can head home.
And some of the guards look to her. One of them, you realize, has their eyes flash with recognition. "Oh, Lady Firekeeper. We were not expecting you back so soon." She smiles and responds, "My plans, unfortunately, have changed. I hope it is no inconvenience to you." "No, no. However, we are on the lookout for the Bloody Butcher of Port Royale." And they pull out a wanted poster, who is with a face on it that looks kind of familiar. Han and Zoran, since you are there, you're able to see that the rough sketch looks like Rebecca. Have you? This is a very dangerous criminal, but we lost sight of her last time she passed through. Have you seen her, or do you have any information about her?
Unfortunately, I have not. But I will keep an eye out, and if I notice her on my travels, I will inform any local authorities.
Good. She is highly dangerous and wanted for the murder of one of our noblemen. And he turns to Han specifically. "I don't know if the news reached the royal capital yet, but what's a good name?"
John. Old John.
No, we're not doing that. Old John.
Jonathan.
Kenneth, height.
Um,
I'm joking.
John's gross.
Baron Spade was murdered, not but nearly 2 weeks ago now, in his own home.
That's... No, I had not heard such grievous news.
Yes, well, perhaps the capital is busy yet again. I had heard they were announcing the heir soon, though
Yes.
word hasn't traveled yet.
It'll come soon enough. I think they were about to start that before I had to leave and escort the lady here.
Ah, I see. Well, who is the captain of this ship? And they look at you, Zoran, for a moment, since you had spoken up previously. Zoran? Titan? Friend? Perhaps he stepped away for a moment.
I can
But
speak.
Oh.
Let's tell
go for it.
them. That would be Marlin.
It's
Yeah? Are we having Discord troubles? I think we're having Discord troubles. Again. Yep. And they...
Oh. Discord.
I don't know why. Alright, and they approach Marlin, who says, "You're the captain of this vessel. We'll need to inspect your cargo to make sure you're not transporting anything, illegal." "I'm just a simple merchant. Feel free." And some of the guards go below decks. Rebecca? Yes, dear sweet Rebecca. Would you like to, as you're in the dark with Lido's sister, would you like to make a dexterity plus insight check to keep really quiet?
All right. Is this just like an open check, attribute check?
Yes, it's an open check.
And you said dex and
Insight,
Insight.
please. Yep.
got it.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Beautiful. Thank you. You are very quiet. And you hear the lid of your crate open and then close almost immediately. There's a bit more shuffling around, and then the guards leave. And you hear Lido's sister breathe a soft sigh of relief.
There's a curt nod and then a shuddering release of breath that she didn't realize she was holding this time.
Mm-hmm. All right. The guards come up to the deck once more. They basically bow to Lady Ophelia and they salute you, Han.
Han salutes back.
And then they disembark from the boat, return to the checkpoint, and the gate lowers in front of you. Marlin, very nervously, you can see his hands shaking ever so slightly, pushes the boat onward, and you pass through the checkpoint with few issues.
and I am back.
Welcome back.
Don't know why Discord hates me in this game. This is the only times I have issues with it. Literally.
All right.
That's fairly rude of it.
It is.
You managed to bypass the checkpoint successfully, and Rebecca was not found.
Ah, nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
As you get to the other side and out of sight of the checkpoint, Lido, I presume you land.
Yeah, we just had fun in the air. Did some little tricks to keep them entertained.
All right. And then you land. Boom. Right back in. Marlin comes down to get you, Rebecca, and Lido's oldest sister, whose name is what?
That would be Ludviga.
Ludviga.
Okay.
Thank you. All right.
I've got Kazmin, Jigea, and Uthio with me.
Okay.
Well, those are some names.
Those are some
Yeah,
names.
for sure.
Names which I'm going to prompt you for definitely later. But for now,
Well, you know.
what's a good song to throw on? Let's
It's gambling time.
you should. Well, let's do this one.
Oh, classic.
All right.
I've been going through this game lately.
Yeah, I have to. It's very good.
So
It is.
All right. You all arrive at Port Royale. It has a massive canal going through the center of the city. leading out to the ocean. However, Marlin, your good buddy, parks you right at one of the canal side docks. And you can tell he's definitely feeling a little anxious about that whole encounter. Well, and he claps you on the back, Zoran. This is where we must live. This is where we must part, old friend.
I'm afraid I can't take another anxiety-inducing attack like that.
I feel 6 years older already.
I am too old for this.
I thank you for all that you have done. I'll remember this.
Oh. Yes, and so shall I. Believe you me. Alright. Ochi,
Next time we meet, I owe you a drink. Or two.
make it 3 and I may call this even.
Fair enough. Stay healthy.
One can hope. Yeah, you too.
May your pockets ever be laden.
With gold and not troubles.
One can only hope.
And he'll wave you away. You all and he's starting like the actual work of unloading his wares and stuff, but he sort of just waves you all off. You're free to enter the city. Ophelia.
Well,
Yep.
In the meantime, since we've been going here, I will most likely have asked them if there was any trouble, like any news that they were looking for us, for instance. And seeing that there isn't any news that they're looking for the royal family, Lido's gonna ask, I think we may need to hire some men-at-arms or something like that if we're going to retake the castle.
Lido. I
What?
think that if we were to take the castle, that it might actually be better to leave the country temporarily.
I don't agree with that. If we don't stop this now, it's going to get much worse.
It's possible to approach this neatly, but one thing to note, Prince, is that we do not have the resources to push forward such an endeavor.
I mean, I'm the prince. Surely
And-
that must mean something.
Do you have the gold to hire the men-at-arms, to outfit them,
Not
to
on
feed
me,
them,
But
to engage a siege on the capital?
well, not on me. But I'm the prince. My word means something. Surely they would delay the
Your-
payment until.
Your words won't feed the men.
If I might interject. And Ophelia steps forward. Perhaps we can continue this discussion at my lodgings?
Oh, of course. Out here in the open is probably not the best place to discuss such things anyway.
Indeed.
Rebecca,
Yes.
what are you just gonna go what are you doing? Are you just gonna step out into the daylight?
We're still in the boat, correct?
Mm-hmm.
We're disembarking.
Yep.
How
Oh, not
good
that.
was the image for the wanted poster for Rebecca?
Recognizable enough.
Recognizable.
Yeah, no. You do notice that as she's grouped up with the rest of you, her hands are kind of tucked with her arms, kind of almost keeping her her silhouette as small as possible, and her hood is over her head. And she's been characteristically and uncharacteristically quiet. Yeah, lodgings.
Good. Ophelia will lead you. She seems to be a little conscientious of your situation, so she leads you through the city, through some dark side roads, and to a small little home. At the door stands a maid who jolts when she sees Ophelia. Oh, my lady! What are you... What? What? Huh? That's... Greetings, Daisy. And may I be permitted to enter? But of course! 1 second! And she almost falls over herself trying to open the door for all of you.
That's adorable.
And Ophelia gestures for everyone else to go inside.
As you pass through the door frame, passes with Ophelia, there's just a side comment that she kind of whispers under her breath to Ophelia. I can't thank you enough.
Ophelia just nods to you. And all of you proceed in. Ophelia will follow behind and have Daisy close the door for you all. And she's instantly on Ophelia. She's like, she says, "My lady, what are you doing back so soon? Did the delegation not go well? Did negotiations fall through? Are we doomed? But where's your cohort? Where's your escort? These aren't the Knights of Endel." Yes, I was separated from them. I hoped that we might find them here, but it seems not. Daisy, would you mind going out and procuring some, perhaps a meal for our guests? Yes, my lady! Right away, my lady! And she kind of also trips over herself, going out the door.
Oh my god.
Strangely adorable.
Is that normal for pyre keepers and their assistants?
She is a friend who decided to make the I didn't want that version. It was very distracting. There we go. She is my friend and also my lady in waiting who determined that she would make it across the sea with me, but I'm afraid it was quite the harrowing journey for her, and she's doing her best.
Well, she certainly is loyal.
Oh yes, we've known each other since we were little.
Well, she is certainly something to aspire to. Loyal to a fault, I would say.
I think the word you're looking for is devotion.
Yes.
Anyway, please make yourselves at home and treat this space as you would your own lodgings. I know you have much to speak about, and I will offer you all the aid I can. However, I do need to find my knights. It could be disastrous if they were not located.
Well, they might be useful as well, at least to guide you home. It would not be very princely of me to send you home with just your pocket change. Besides, it's not safe to travel alone on the seas for extended periods of time.
No, quite so. And she will bow and take her leave of you all. And now you have pretty much free run of this estate. It is a sort of very fine but small estate. Has like a courtyard, has like a small garden. It's actually quite fancy. This is probably a very special place, pr- especially prepared for visiting dignitaries of foreign nations and such. So it's not like this is her home, but this is what they gave her to stay while she was in the country.
Vacation house.
Yeah, it's generally owned and managed by the lord of the lord of the local area, and partially by the royal family. Yeah, who's dead?
I wouldn't be surprised if this is like a specifically set up to be for Endel dignitaries.
It's not specific for Endel dignitaries. People from Treloria or Regia or any of the neighboring
Okay.
countries would and probably have been in this place, but right now it's set up for the Endel dignitaries that are currently in the country.
Yeah, since you mentioned that this is something that's kind of managed by the local lord of the area, are there currently where we're located, which I presume is like the ground floor, any personal effects akin to, I presume, Baron Spade, in our immediate line of sight?
So as you're taking in some of it, you probably do see like nice vases, paintings, tapestries that were probably procured by Lord Spade for the purposes of like decorating and stuff. Or it's probably more likely that it was done by his wife, but it's probably from their money, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But no personal effects.
No, they don't live here. This is not their estate.
Okay.
This is just what they manage.
I wonder who replaced Lord Spade, Baron Spade.
Perhaps we can negotiate for some troops. Whomever took over. After all, a small group such as ours doesn't exactly stand a chance against who knows how many of the guards have been paid to look the other way.
When you say that, Han is just gonna sigh and then look over to Zoran.
There's the initial problem of funding and resources. We could beseech the local lord or whoever's serving as the regent,
Mhm.
but we can't be certain of their loyalties with how.
Well, we know for certain that word has not reached from the capital. If they were going to... Well, if they were paid to search for any lingering victims, I would call them, anyone who needed eliminating, they would have done so at that checkpoint. Would they not have?
But what you're missing is that if they are in bed with the scholars, they may not know that the plan failed, but if you appear on their doorstep, they will know it has.
Then how do we
Further,
figure out
Lido.
who's...
Remember what I told you back in the village, that the scholars aren't unique. They are just one of many factions vying for control. Well, that was sort of maintaining an equilibrium. Now that that equilibrium has been broken and that more or less the nation has been put in a crisis, if another faction wants to rise up and attack, they do it now. We don't know if this new individual in place of Baron Spade, or if Baron Spade himself was part of any of these factions.
Oh, what? That's it. We just give up. We leave with our tails tucked between our legs and let
That
them
is-
win?
That isn't what I'm saying.
You see Ophelia coming down the stairs without her box. It seems like she stored it away somewhere for safekeeping. If I may, it might be prudent to go about the town and gather information. If it is what you're worried about, then perhaps you'll learn something from talking with the locals.
I suppose I don't think I should go around looking like this.
And ideally, you shouldn't be tossing around the prince name.
Well, obviously, if I'm gathering information, I'm not exactly unused to sneaking out of the castle and pretending not to be a royal. Remember, I didn't want to be the prince until recently.
Precisely, that is why it will work. You are awkward enough that no one will believe that you're a prince. No offense.
Gee, thanks, Han. Never the one with words.
But speaking of getting out on the town, Rebecca.
Don't look at me.
What about Rebecca?
She cannot be out of town.
Why?
She
Filio, mind if you take Glido?
What? I can hear this. I'm not a child anymore. Come on.
The three adults deadpan.
You cannot hide it from him forever.
Yes, if we're traveling together, I must know.
Well, if it's going to come from someone's mouth, it has to be hers.
But maybe the others gesture at, the two,
Okay,
really
yes,
young
the
kids.
children can go. Ophelia, if you would not
Yes,
mind
of course.
taking them upstairs.
Ludviga, please. Oh, yes, of course. And Ludwiga and Ophelia. I'm not shipping them. Both of the older women shuffle the kids out into the courtyard so they can play and stuff. The brothers have decided to play pretend, the epic story of being the monster and Lido who slayed the monster.
Yep, that being so cute.
And your sister has decided that she is the princess that the monster was guarding, obviously, and that they have to save.
Of course, there's always a princess.
Yes. And Ophelia and Ludwiga are babysitting, making sure they don't get too close. You have the room to yourselves.
Seeing that a bunch of the, other people that she's not willing to disclose to have left the room, she turns her attention back to Lido in the group. Okay, fine. You say you're old enough, and yeah, I apologize for pushing you off. You deserve to know. You mentioned, and she turns her attention to Han and Zoran. You kept mentioning the name Baron Spade. Did you not?
The late Baron Spade, but yes.
So you've heard. She turns back to Lido.
So, he's passed? I mean, tragedies happen over time. Did he go to his next of kin or something?
I wish I knew, but like they said, it's better if you hear it from, well, me. Baron Spade was killed 2 weeks ago.
That is unfortunate. I can't say I'm totally unused to the idea of a noble being murdered for fame or power or whatever other reason. Poisoned. You get the list off reasons that nobles are killed kind of nonchalantly. Like the idea doesn't really set in for him, but he's obviously used to hearing, oh, your cousin was poisoned. Oh, this noble was challenged to a duel that was unfair and he was killed, that kind of thing.
How about his heart ripped out?
Gruesome and unsavory, but I mean, wait, how would you know of his method of his death?
She kind of gives a look, a knowing look, kind of gesturing him to just put the pieces together. Like, you're
No.
smart enough, kid.
No, you
I'm
didn't.
sorry. I had to.
What? Before I go and judge you for the murder of an individual, he kind of whispers murder, just in case they might be
Like in a
eavesdropping.
hushed tone.
Yeah. Murder of an individual. I need to know why.
As much as I would love to give you the exact reason why, to justify why I did it, why, what happened that night, I wish I could. But the truth is, I don't know all the details. All that I remember was coming to, seeing his chest open, his heart out, and in my hand.
You don't even know what happened.
I have suspicions, but not the full picture.
Sounds like you've been cursed. Have you come into contact with some witch or something? And Lido kind of looks into your eyes, looking for. I guess like how a person can just look at somebody and know whether that's something they would just do or not. Kind of reading into your soul almost.
She returns her amber eyes. Maintain your inquisitive look.
Do you want me to roll for this or like?
Yeah.
Does it seem like she's being genuine? Like she doesn't know what happened exactly. She has her suspicions, but this isn't something she would just do.
Yeah, there's there's genuineness, whatever the word is, in that she does not entirely know why she was responsible for Baron Spades' death.
I don't know what happened to make you do what you do. While I don't condone murder, far from it, and I wish it could have ended differently, I believe you when you say that it happened because of something that you can't control. Whatever that is, I hope that we can find some cure for it. If it can be cured, if it's a curse of some kind. Or at least controlled to where it doesn't happen to one of us.
Yes, that's the concern.
I can't say that I can judge you for what you've done. I can't offer you forgiveness either. For well, it's not something for me to give. But perhaps, as we figure out what happened, you can learn to forgive yourself.
It's not that easy, but
Of course it's not. If it were, it would have happened already.
I'll try.
I believe in you. He just kind of pats her shoulder or something. It gives her a genuine smile of like belief.
How did the rest of you take this? I'm curious. What's your reaction?
Han has a very non-reaction to this.
Okay. And Zoran?
Zoran is very much on kind of like in the line of what he said. He already mistrusts Rebecca in the mechanical sense.
Yes. I suppose this just reinforces that.
It does. It's one of those things that Zoran's probably going to keep a better, like, closer eye on Rebecca, because if she doesn't have full control over her abilities, was to stop her from getting worked up over something and then turning in the middle of a fight and trying to kill Lido.
Right.
Let me actually roll something. Hold on.
Go for it.
I don't mind trying to kill Zoran, but Lido specifically.
Specifically, Lido.
Zoran needs Lido still.
Oh, I'm aware.
I always forget where to roll stuff.
I just found it funny that that's
What-
your go-to. It's not what if she tries to attack me, it's what if she tries to attack the kid.
What would you like to roll?
Insight.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see where I
It's
roll
on-
things again.
It's like the top-ish, middle-ish, right? On a sheet?
Yeah, it's,
Okay, open. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I see.
Yeah.
It
They
changed. What the
changed
heck?
Yeah, the
Nice.
UI did change. It is.
Yeah,
it
it
is
does.
cute.
it's a little more eye drawing now. So
Yeah.
it's a little easier
Yeah.
to find on
Yeah.
the page.
No, I rolled terribly.
Oh my god.
Never mind.
What were
Oh my god.
What were you trying to do?
Have you thought of,
I was trying to
have you-
see. Okay, because like my idea was like,
Mm-hmm.
Han isn't really the reason why he had a non-reaction is because he's like not really surprised by like everything else he's seen her do. More or
Right.
less.
Would you like to use a
and-
Fabula point though?
Oh, you know what?
Ooh,
Fine.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
I'll
should
use
use
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just use it to reroll.
First fabulous point of the night.
Yeah. Spend it off of your sheet specifically.
Besides, you and,
How do I do that?
and
You can
Rebecca need to
also,
start spending your
Okay.
points.
Right
I
click,
hate. I just need to fail
Alright.
better.
Oh wait. No, hold on.
You can do it.
Yeah, but I had 3.
Well, Rebecca, you also have to remember you don't actually need to fail to use a Fabula point. You can use it to change story bits and such, or introduce new
True.
bits.
True. I look for an opportunity. Should it present itself?
All right. That looks great.
Okay, that's better.
Much better.
Okay. What would you like to know? Question mark. What is this
Her
roll for?
condition.
Ah, her condition. You're examining her.
Yeah.
I see. That's interesting.
Because he's like been observing her as my headcanon this entire
Yeah.
time, like seeing how she does, how she reacts, and so I figure someone that's rather studied as him would have
Mhm.
figured it out by now.
And before this, out of curiosity, what is the like physical stance that we are at? Like, is Lido's back to the two of them, or is my back to the two of them, or is it like a side to side thing?
I thought we were kind of in like a small
All facing
lounge.
each other, yeah.
Yeah,
Small
like
All
lounge,
facing each
couple
other. Yeah.
chairs.
Okay,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a moment. Give me one mo.
Oh, yeah. I only ask because if I'm facing like the two of you directly on, then it would prompt an exchange of like a facial expression, but no need.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably enough. God, what do I tell you? You know, you get a sense that
I'll tell you what, if it's okay for me to interrupt you, you can tell me like what condition she has, but you don't have to tell me like the source.
right. So
Yeah.
you can tell that she emanates some of the energy of the gloaming. You know, the night monsters that sometimes walk and you have had to exterminate before. Horrible creatures who, you know, when people die, they are resurrected into horrible night creatures.
Mhm.
She has the same sort of energy about her as they have about them. It's this
Okay.
feeling of dread that
Mhm.
surrounds her. And it's been sort of it's distinctly less than when you're fighting one, but it's just an air of unease that you previously didn't clock onto, but now you make the connection that
Yeah.
it has the same feel.
Okay.
I feel like that's fair.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair.
You wouldn't
Yeah.
know her exact condition because it's not.
Yeah.
Well recorded.
There's reasons why you wouldn't know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's why he has like a nun reaction. I'm wondering if he would share this though. Or if it's like something he'd rather pull
Maybe
her aside.
not now. Maybe
Yeah,
later.
yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
Oh.
I have some words for you.
And
Magic
because
Man.
And because you rolled so well, I'll even give you this. You noticed it originally upon meeting her, but you notice now that it's strange that it feels like it's been subdued slightly. That feeling has been subdued slightly.
Oh. Interesting. Okay. Well, Han is going to just say, well, can't say I'm really surprised. But we'll talk about that more later.
Raised eyebrow from Zoran.
So we definitely need to look amongst the people, find something, find where allegiances may lie, who might be in charge, if there's been any word from the capital that's unofficial or official. Do we want to split up? Is there something specific we should be looking for?
I'll tell you this. Let's quickly go with this. I think that works. So if you want to split up, you guys can tackle and go to different places and get different kinds of information. Or you can stay together and it'll be much slower and you'll get less information. But it might be safer.
Risky split, safer together.
Yep.
But
I'm not saying
higher risk, higher reward.
Yeah. I'm not saying that it won't be like you'll have to do a conflict, but some situations might arise where we're gonna, you have to face them alone rather than together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the split doesn't have to be like 4-way, for instance. It can just be a 2-way split.
So
Can I ask you one question then? Is what would be, because she still wants to help out with figuring out what to do, but what part of the city would have the least like policing presence, basically?
I see. There's probably a thieves guild in Port Royale. You could head there, and I mean they're criminals, so.
Yeah.
I think you would probably roughly know where that is from your last time in this city too. I don't imagine you were very above board.
Yeah.
Yep. Who else wants to go to places?
Lionel wants to find a place where there's like a lot of children. Rumors love to spread amongst children, and because of his age,
Mm-hmm.
he may blend in a little better than like the adults talking to a bunch of children.
Huh.
Children do make good informants.
They do.
Yeah. I'd say you could go to like the city square and find a bunch of children playing around there. There's probably a couple schools around, maybe an orphanage if you really wanted to go that far, but there's caretakers at an orphanage.
Yeah. I think we'll start with just the kind of the city square where kids like to run around and play, and
Okay.
where I could pass off as like a big brother type rather than just a stranger talking to kids.
Okay. That sounds good. Han, do you want to go with anyone or do you want to strike out on your own?
I'll go with either or the other two adults if they let me tag along. Also, I do want to pull Zoran aside for a moment.
Okay, we'll handle that right after this. Okay. Zoran, where do you want to go?
So sounds like Han is not going with Lido.
It sounds like that is the case.
I can't really be going with him in this case if he's going to be hanging out around kids.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
armored guy around kids. That's
Yeah.
super sussy.
Yeah.
You surprisingly would fit better in the Thieves Guild to have one.
Zoran, do you want to tag along with Lido?
Zoran's
Be a little
like,
chaperone.
oh, the guard's leaving the kid alone. Okay.
Perfect time to kidnap the kid.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
I trust you enough not to do that. Basically, is what he's, which is part of the reason why he's gonna pull him aside. But yeah,
Okay.
I know I'll probably I'll probably join Lido.
Mhm.
Mainly because it's a dangerous place. Got to keep the kids safe.
All right, sounds good. Then Han, does that change your answer of tagging along with Rebecca? You probably would not be welcome at a Thieves Guild, Mister. Looks like a guard.
I could probably. Well, I guess.
Well, you
Take off
could
the armor.
change.
Yeah, I could change
You're in a
clothes,
lovely,
yeah.
you're in a lovely little house. You
Yeah, I
probably
mean,
could find some.
Lido
You could
also
change.
has to
Change it.
I could change, and also
could-
I'm gonna say something.
Mm-hmm.
I am I'm a mongrel.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be fitting into stereotypes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Lido's changing into basically what he's wearing in his character picture because
Mm.
he's currently been wearing like regalia of his family, and it's probably not the best thing to do to blend in.
All right.
More, modest.
Yeah,
That
modest
works.
like library dweeb kind of.
Yeah. Fantasy academia type stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, I presume you two split up.
I believe Han wanted to hold.
Okay,
Yes.
you guys can talk
Please,
before we
please,
split.
please talk. Yes.
Zoran, a moment.
One moment, Lido.
Yes, take your time. I'm still just
Yeah.
getting. Gotta calm Orthozy down for a bit anyway.
Maybe tell your siblings that you're heading out for a bit, so they don't worry.
Yeah, they're the best. Yeah.
Turn to
He'll
Han.
go
and-
upstairs to check or outside to check on the kids and such.
Turn to Han.
If you-
Let him lead me away.
He just leads you to like a more private area. I trust you're gonna take good care of Lido and look over him. Out of the two, you seem the more responsible one and least likely to lash out.
Just the like just the cocked head. Like what?
Of you
Is it-
and I assume
Yeah,
Rebecca.
well, no, it's just that the fact is like, yeah, it's like you're gonna lash out.
No, he's not gonna elaborate on that.
Oh.
He won't elaborate on that. He. Dang. Anyway, another thing that I wanted to talk about was actually Lido's decision to stick around and try and start a revolution. I know we
That is
spoke on the
trouble.
boat. Yeah, precisely. I know you spoke on the boat about not wanting to steer him too harshly. However, I think in this case it's prudent if he understands that trying to stay out for a bit and perhaps get a sponsor from a different nation to react would be better. After
There's-
all, go ahead, sorry.
There's a difference between deciding what his course of action should be and guiding him towards away from stupidity.
I suppose you're right.
Because at the end of the day, you're giving him advice on, well, I suppose we are, on how to achieve this goal in a way that doesn't end up with him either becoming a figurehead in front of some other noble controlling his strings, or being a head on a block.
That's why, realistically, what is happening right now is a danger to global instability. I'm sure that there is some nations out there that would be willing to lend a hand and deal with this, as it affects everyone, not just Sinid.
And with some of the information you have on these brothers, we could once again place a finger on the scale of our benefactors to get them
Preci-
more to help us. Even if it's
Precisely.
a slight lie.
Precisely. Well, that is all. See you
Right.
around.
Don't worry. I will ensure no harm comes to Lido. I'll treat him as if he was my own.
Hidden meeting, hidden meeting.
Hidden meeting, yay! Wink.
Yeah.
Wink.
All right. I think we'll do Lido and Zoran first. So,
Okay.
let me. I want something a little more upbeat. Do I have anything upbeat? Probably not, because it's Dark Souls campaign, and so it's like nothing upbeat, only craziness.
Yeah, we know you have at least one upbeat.
Yeah, I have at least one. I have a couple.
Water though.
Did this work? This probably works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good enough.
Good enough. All right.
Fishing hole.
Yeah. I have like a Zelda playlist, and so I just note the Zelda game it's from.
Alright.
All right. As you two head out into the city, it is bustling. People, the streets are packed. People are going about their days. Lido, it reminds you of the times you snuck into the markets of the imperial capital. Your people look happy.
This is probably the first time he's actually like paid attention to the faces of his people while out.
Mhm.
He's like, usually when he's out and about, he's looking for something, maybe a book that's not in the capital's library, or he's just trying to get out and away from all of his responsibilities. It's usually just him running from something or going to grab something. But for the first time, potentially ever, he's taking in the people around him, realizing that this is supposed to be his responsibility all along. And so he looks kind of excited and thoughtful as he's looking for just like groups of children.
It's quite the lively sight.
It's, well, I suppose I haven't really paid enough attention to the people of my own capital. I can't recall whether this is what they look like. But these people seem happy.
And you see a mongrel pup and another smaller child race past you, screaming and giggling as they go into the town square,
Well,
where a bunch of other kids are also playing.
that's not something I see in the capital. I
Uh,
don't see judgment on that kid's face.
that's one of the upsides of ports like this, ones that see lots of trade from distant nations. They tend to be a bit more accepting of other cultures.
What went wrong in the capital to cause this discourse?
It's hard to say. Prejudices tend to run deep.
Hmm.
That's something for later then.
Yep.
Perhaps while I'm talking to the children, you can gather information from the stands.
Won't be too far away though.
Of course, I'll stay within eye shot. You gotta roll
Alright.
his eyes a little bit, like he's
Uh,
not a child, but he's doing it just so you feel better.
Zoran actually puts like his hand on Leto's head and ruffles it. Whatever you say. And he has like a slight smile.
Aw.
I just feels a little weird about it, because like he's treating me like his child.
Yeah. I don't think Lido hates it though. He's never had to.
Because this is like aside from his mother, like this is the most he's had like positive male role models in his life.
His
What is
mother,
happening?
the prime positive male role model.
The only
Yeah.
positive male role model in his life.
Yeah, Lido obviously blushes and then runs off to the kids.
Yeah, it just kind of runs off to try to talk to the children.
Okay. Lido, as you come up to them, you hear one of them mute themselves. And then go, "Bah! I am the bloody butcher! And I am going to kill you!" And then he takes a stick and stabs the mongrel. And the mongrel goes, "Ow!" And then flops on the ground, pretending to be dead.
Cute.
Well, I mean, this is how kids play, so.
Yeah.
The bloody butcher amongst these common folk. Oh no!
One of the other kids slides on their knees, probably skinning it, and goes, "No! Lord Spade, no!"
Oh my god.
And then a girl stands up on the edge of the fountain and raises her stick. "Not to worry, I am the Dark Thief. I am the Dark Thief. Perish, butcher!" And then she like jumps and tackles the
That's so cute.
the butcher. What?
Dark Thief. I've not heard of this one.
What? Everyone's heard of the Dark Thief, mister.
I'm just now visiting. I'd like to know more about this Dark Thief.
Okay. Well, do you know that Baron Spade was slain by a scary person?
Yeah, I heard that the butcher.
Yeah, real scary. My mommy, another one pops out. My mommy told me that is very bad, but that the the stuff. Yeah. Anyway, says the girl who was playing the Dark Thief. Dark Thief. Well, the adults don't like us talking about her, but she's a heroic lady thief that steals from the rich and gives to everyone else.
Well, those stinky adults don't know what they're talking about, do they?
Yeah. The mongrel gets up as well and dusts himself off. One of the other kids helps him up. You never heard of her? Where are you from, mister?
Oh, just further to the west a bit.
Well, I guess so. We do get a lot of people.
So I hear. I mean, port towns are great for hearing all kinds of interesting stories. You wouldn't happen to have more of those, would you?
Well, I know that Lady Hart came in and is doing a lot of stuff.
Is she the one that took over for the old Spade?
Yeah, I think so. My daddy is a merchant, and all he's been talking about is Lady Hart's proposed changes. Although I guess she's been away for a little bit, so I don't know. But I don't care. Dark Thief is way better than Lady Hart.
The thief does sound very cool.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know about this thief? This dark thief?
Well, she snuck. I know, says the mongrel. He butts in. She came to my window one night, and she gave me a piece of bread. Nuh-uh, you're lying. That didn't happen. It did.
He kind of ruffles the mongrel's head a bit. That sounds like a very kind thief.
Yeah, it's because I got caught stealing it at the market, and I guess the Dark Thief saw and took pity on me. She said that I should not steal dough, which seems weird that a Dark Thief would say.
Well, perhaps it's not wanting you to fall into the terrible things that must have happened to her for her to become such a righteous fighter.
She has a cool backstory.
Of course she does. All heroes have good, cool backstories.
Do you want to be the Bloody Butcher, and then we can all beat you as members of the Thieves Guild?
Let's see. Well, only a bloody butcher could have a weapon like this. And he brings out like one of his magic instruments. It's like a sort of broken wand that doesn't work anymore.
Wah! And they start screaming and running away.
And he kind of chases them and lets them get away and
Yeah.
swipes at them, but too far away to actually hurt some of them. And then yeah, he's very cute about it. You know, he's played with his siblings before, so just like that.
As you're doing that, Zoran, I imagine you're keeping an eye on it, but you're also stop making fun of my old John thing. I'm sorry. God damn you, Zoran. What are you asking the markets?
Okay. So, okay, what are we looking for here, really? Because
I mean, excuse me. I'm having trouble.
Not mute.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I leaned away from my mic. It seems like you just want to get a general temperature on like things that are going on.
okay, fair enough. Just wanted to get the right mindset before hopping in.
Yep.
So probably the kind of the outskirts of the square, still keeping an eye on our boy, but probably go to one of the stalls.
Yep.
How is the winds of trade treating you today?
Well, you a merchant as well?
Semi-retired at this point.
He nods. It's an older gentleman, like in his 40s. He's kind of buff and burly, but he has a bunch of fruits on sale. And he leans in. They've been better ever since Baron Spades' death. Things have been kind of up in the air for a little bit.
As in they were better, but now they're worse that that he's died, or they're better because he's died.
You get the feeling that it's a bit mixed. He explains that Baron Spades' taxes were always high, like kind of exorbitantly high. And also without him around, regulation and just sort of the standard order of things has been thrown into chaos. Does that make sense?
Basically, it's the temporary changing of powers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he himself was not the best in regards to trade, but now that there's a vacuum, there's just the chaos of there being a vacuum.
Yes, exactly. Baron Spade he explains that Baron Spade used to tax and tariff quite a bit and quite heavily. He sort of was lining his own pockets. You get the impression from this guy that Baron Spade was sort of a greedy sort. And things are better because he's gone, but they're also concerned about who is replacing him because they don't have a good idea of what Lady Hart, who he tells you is a close relative of Baron Spade. She's the next in line and she's coming and filling in, but she's been gone. She appeared about 1.5 weeks ago, and then she did a bunch of stuff, set a lot of initiatives in place. There's a lot of construction going on. For what? No one's really totally sure. There's a big building, and he points it out to you, in town that's being constructed, and it looks kind of huge. He speculates that it might be like a new trading guild or something. But he's not sure.
Would its location make sense for a trading guild?
It's in the city, so yes.
Well, there's in the city, and then there's in the city, but out of the way. So-
This place seems to be in the heart of the city.
Okay.
It's fairly close by. That's why he can point it out to you. It wouldn't be a bad spot. But from what you can tell of its construction, it's just a large building, but you're not super sure if it's a trading guild. It doesn't look like it's like got a the things you'd look for, like a large storage area. There is a large area, but it's sort of round, and that's not typical. So you're not sure what that's about.
Interesting. It seems a little bit off to me. If that's the goal,
Yeah, I'm not sure myself.
might just be cutting corners for opulence.
Perhaps. Hopefully she doesn't have as much of a taste for the extravagant as Lord Spade did. Goodness. He sort of shakes his head.
But this Lady Hart, you said that she enacted all these changes and then just hasn't done much since. Did she leave the city?
Yes, apparently she had business to attend to elsewhere. I don't know when we were to expect her back, but
Do you know what direction she was heading in?
it seems she had business at the capital.
See. Was she before she took over, was she a native of this of the city, or
Well, she's a relative of Baron Spades. I believe she lived somewhere else in the countryside. But she seems to be the heir to his estate, though I'd never heard of her before now.
indeed. Can I do an open check to see, learn more about this, just to see if I know any information?
Yeah, you can go
regarding
for it. I'll also give you some tidbits about trade that he goes on about. Firstly, trade from Endel has kind of stopped. It seems like something's going on. They don't get it nearly as many ships as they used to from Endel. You can use a Fabula point if you want.
We'll be doing that.
Yep. And then he tells you that trade from Cross Union is actually increased. More so. Triloria and Regia and the Theocracy are pretty much all the same. But he notes
This is why
that
we use Fabula points.
good God.
Nice.
Jesus. What was your theme?
I use duty here because it was the only one that made sense. I definitely not necromancer and not Triloria. So,
describe how your duty allows you to re-roll this.
Okay. So, let's see here.
Could be like you feel a duty to get the information you need because
Yeah,
otherwise
that
you're
was-
letting down the group.
Yeah, so it's one of those things that Zoran is I have an idea, but I'm having difficulty putting in words. So, in regards to theme, that's just a core part of who your
Yeah.
character
It's sort of how they feel strongly. So Han's theme is guilt because he feels guilty about the stuff he's done. It's the overriding feeling that they have. I think Lido is something like hope.
Lido, I believe, we recently switched to duty.
Oh yeah, duty, because he has a duty as a prince to his people, and he's feeling that duty strongly.
Yeah, so it's very so Zoran is like, no, I think I know more in regards to that, and like I need to know more, like need to really push that. I need to delve deep because this is important. This could be dangerous to Lido. I can't.
Yeah, especially because you heard she went to the capital.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Do open checks get opportunities?
I think if you roll a crit, it gets an opportunity for
Yeah.
basically any roll. But
I did automate the opportunities, so there should have been like a little button that appeared.
It didn't. I mean, there's. I mean.
Yeah, I have a roll table. Let me just. Yes, you should be able to see all the opportunities on that roll table. There you go.
okay, it looks like open checks in Fabula do not generate opportunities on their own, as they are not considered successes or failures in the traditional sense.
Oh, that makes sense. All right. Well, thank you.
Because there's like 7 plus is basic result, 10 plus competent or very talented, 13 plus expert, 16 plus historically significant.
Yeah, it depends on.
Mhm.
Does it depend on like what the open check is towards? Because like if it's like akin to like study,
I think it is akin to study.
which
Okay,
I
so it
believe
actually
that
does still, while critical successes always generate opportunities, open checks only trigger an opportunity if the roll results in a critical success. So it is still an opportunity.
Okay. Well, you look at the roll table. I will tell you what you know. You dig deep for a lady heart in your mind. You're not from this country, but you did roll crazy good.
I mean, I've probably done trading in this port, so I've probably frequented here before.
Right. Okay. So the Hart family is in a branch of the Spade family. And from what you remember, the Hart family was sort of it's sort of like a they're not landed nobles. They have an estate in the countryside somewhere, but they weren't landed. Like they didn't manage a city, right?
You're correct with your assessment, by the way.
What?
No, I'm just saying like that is how it works.
Okay, thank you. And apparently this would mean that Lord Spade had no legitimate heir, and so the next person in line, the next person who was decided was the most apt candidate was Lady Hart. Whether or not that appeals to you, you don't know. The Harts specifically kind of kept to themselves, and no one knows too much about them.
Okay.
But
Well,
there was an incident in the past that you vaguely remembered hearing about a disgrace of the Hart family. But you didn't get too many details, but it seemed like something about infidelity or something. And I think it probably you're like, oh yeah, that happens in nobility. Anyway.
so well, I'm thinking that Zoran might know a little bit more in regards to the Hart family.
Okay, why so?
Maybe Lady Hart herself, as the opportunity I'm choosing is unmask.
Okay, let me read unmasked. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's say you met with Lady Hart once before. Yes?
Yeah.
All right. And we'll go with that past self. Lady Hart kind of looked like when you met her, she was young. She was sort of at that debutante age, where she would be set up for marriage, right? But she looked very dire at the time, and you could tell that she resented the idea that she would just be pawned off for marriage. And when you met with her, I'm going to say you spoke with her, and she confided in you that no one would even want her anyway, because she was an illegitimate child of the Hart family. And she seemed to carry a lot of resentment in her heart.
Writing that down.
Yeah.
It's important.
And you felt like she might have done anything to get out of her situation. She seemed desperate. All right. Happy with that?
Yeah.
All right. And Lido, you buy snacks for all the kids, and they instantly point you at like 5 different stalls to buy foods at.
Well, 25 zeniths worth of food, so
Yeah.
maybe a little extra for any kids that seem like they're not getting enough food at home.
I will say, Lido, you do notice that you aren't muted, but also that that some of the adults kind of look at the mongrel child with a bit of disdain. But still take your money and, let you give it to the give the
Better
food.
take that money. They're not real. They're not real.
Yeah, they're not real merchants.
They don't take money.
Yeah. They'll take your money. And the kids do seem to really appreciate and like you.
Good. Now to make an army of children.
No.
I'm kidding.
No.
That's how we'll take over the city.
Yeah, no. No. No.
No, it's the long game. We're gonna indebt all these kids to us, and when they're of age, we'll call in those debts and force them to fight for us.
But my point being that it seems like there is still some of that discrimination against mongrels present in this city. It's just less prevalent amongst children. It's probably because they haven't been taught it yet.
Well, he notes that as something he'll have to change in the future.
Yeah, but
Make them more racist. I'm kidding.
make them more racist.
This
Wild.
is dark Lido storyline, but no.
Yeah, okay. I think Jesus Christ. Let's switch over to, I think, Rebecca and Han. Rebecca, you're able to navigate the city streets. I presume you're wearing a relatively decent disguise?
Yeah, just enough to not stick out to a passerby.
Yep.
And trying her best to not appear what she looked like 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
But to the best of her ability.
Rebecca, you lead Han through the streets and down into a side canal, a branch off the main canal, and duck into what looks to be like a part of the sewer system of the city. You open a gate to a grate. Yes, you're back in the sewers. Welcome.
Damn it, we always come back to these. There's 2 constants in this game: sewers and cheese wheels.
It's a Dark Souls game.
Cheese wheels.
Yeah. It's a Dark Souls game. What do you expect?
Yeah, it's sewers.
And this is where you remember the entrance to the Thieves Guild being.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we're walking into this sewer passageway entrance portal.
Yes, you are. And you are sort of trying to feel along the walls, you remember there being some sort of secret passage.
As we're doing so, feeling my hand against the wall, you kind of hear the echoing footsteps as we walk across. I presume it's likely stone
Yes.
that we're walking across. After a couple moments, there's been a very notable lack of conversation on our way here before Rebecca reaches to at least a point. So, just spit it out now.
What?
We're not going to talk about what happened earlier. You were more sound than I am.
About your condition?
I don't like calling it that, but yes, my condition.
Yes, I'm aware of it. I've been observing everyone that's been traveling with us, and I did notice some peculiarities, but everyone's their own world. Everyone has their own peculiarities, so I didn't think much of it. But after you admitted to the whole event with Spade, I put two and two together. Can't say I'm that familiar with it, but informed enough, if you will.
Believe me, you were very subtle. I knew you were keeping an eye on me, but your point still stands. You think I'm a
You're
monster?
fine. Not really.
And what am I? What do you... Never mind, I shouldn't have asked.
You still want me to answer?
As she does so, kind of feel like the part of the wall that now leads to the kind of entranceway that she's looking for.
You hear a click as the wall slides and grinds open in front of you, revealing a shabby-looking wooden door.
Be my guest.
I don't think so. I don't think you're a monster. And I think what you are or want to be is up to you.
Just kind of her brow furrows upon hearing those words. It was not the words that she was anticipating to come out of his mouth. Sure, I can try to believe in that.
You said it wasn't really in your control. I can hardly judge you for that.
That doesn't change what I've done. Even if you're not the one to judge, there's always someone who will.
Society often judges unfairly. So what does it matter?
What matters is the truth. So, I can at least say this. While, yes, I am at risk of, how did you put it? Lashing out? The truth is that I didn't murder Baron Spade. I killed him, but it wasn't murder.
He nods curtly.
Now she opens the door. That bastard deserved it.
I don't doubt it.
As you open the door,
No, the music's her
okay.
ears, honestly.
as you step inside of the door, you notice that it is particularly dark and quiet. Very quiet. You follow the hall deeper, I presume?
Yes, kind of keeping. He her kind of stance widens. She kind of crouches down a little more alert, trying her best to use any of her somewhat heightened senses to just discern what's going on, since this place is not like when she was here prior.
Yeah.
Or she was. No, not here prior. My mistake.
Something's wrong. The last time you were here, there were lights. There were people. There were guards. There was a lookout. There's been none of that this time. And as you step out into the large circular room that you know the Thieves Guild uses as their headquarters, you hear the sound of a drawstring being drawn taut. Several of them from all around you.
There's just like a sigh of self-disappointment as Rebecca hears these strings go taut.
Sorry, guys.
No worries.
And by the way, I want to kind of do this ahead of time.
Mhm.
If there is a person involved in this that may be revealed later, I would like to use a Fabula point.
Two.
I guess introduce an NPC.
Oh, interesting. Okay, what NPC would you like to introduce? Or did you have something in mind, or did you want me to come up with it?
I did have something in mind, but I would like to trap the trigger first. I'm assuming that's what
Okay.
this is.
Yes, you hear the wooden door slam close behind you as a voice rings out. What are you doing back here after what you did?
Okay. I guess it'll be a good opportunity to use the Fabula point.
Yep, go for it.
I discern a familiar voice. It rings in my ear, a voice that I've heard before. And speaking to someone who's in the shadows, but I've seen their face all too well. It's the voice of a woman, probably similar to my age, if not younger. And with my hands kind of up, I just say, "Robin, it's me."
Oh boy. You're doing this to me. You're doing this to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we had the same.
I think we had the same line of thinking.
We had the same line of thinking, but you're gonna name her Robin. All right.
Yes.
That's rude.
Oh yeah, 100%. I was like, I don't have a name, but you know what? I like that name. We'll do that. Also, how do I use the Fabula point again?
It's on your sheet somewhere.
Fabula point. Yes. Use one. Perfect.
Good. You don't see it, but there's a movement, and suddenly torches light up from all around you, revealing in the shadows what had once been concealed. A bunch of thieves holding crossbows all pointed at you. And of course, the one standing at the center of them, slightly on top of a little raised wall, is a woman with a black mask, black hair, tied up in a ponytail, wearing what looks to be something akin to kind of like a leotard with a jacket draped over her shoulders.
Ooh. Let's get up.
She clicks her tongue at you and sits down, crossing her legs. I know it's you, dummy. Now, talk. Why are you back here? You killed Baron Spade. That wasn't the deal.
I know that is my fault, but
You were just supposed to scare him. Ugh. You've ruined everything, you know.
I know. She's like stammering over her words. I wish I wish everything went according to plan, but I'm sorry. Really, I am.
And she sighs gustily and gestures. The thieves lower their crossbows and sort of there's a sense of disarming. Like they're not going to kill you immediately anymore.
You have every right to judge me for what I did. You're well within your right, but please.
Why'd you do it?
Harm. I don't know. Something came over me that night. Something that's never happened before. Well, no, I shouldn't lie to you. It's happened once before.
Well, whatever your episode was, it ruined everything. Now this Lady Heart is coming in, making changes. Ugh. Did you even find what you were looking for?
She kind of knocks her head off to the side. Look,
Ugh.
oh,
Didn't you say you were looking for someone? Or something? Last time you were here? That's why you wanted to go into Baron Spades Manor? Why I let you use our secret passage into Baron Spades Manor?
yes. You okay? Completely right. I did. I think I did. I don't know for sure, but I'm confident.
Fine. That's good, I guess. But you're helping us fix this, Miss Butcher. And this is, you can see a slight hint of a smile tugging at her face as she's actively teasing you on this.
He knows that the guy deserved to die.
You never change. And then she
Well.
kind of like knocks over her shoulder, and this might be a curveball, so hopefully this makes sense. This is still part of the Fabia point.
Yep.
I knock my head over to I presume Han is also kind of in the defensive, like don't kill me, that stance.
He was, but now he's calmed down, and now he's like smiling, looking at that interaction.
Well, if there's one thing you are, ever so much the disgrace. I kind of say cheekily.
Eh.
Han? Robin Hart.
Oh
Robin
god.
Hart. This is Han.
I'm going to nix that part.
Okay. That's fine.
This is Robin Spade.
Oh, Spade, even better. I'll take it. I just wanted to be involved in one of the two families.
Yep.
Spade.
This is Robin Spade, the daughter of the late Baron Spade.
Perfect.
Okay.
She doesn't seem all that upset that her dad's dead.
He's a piece of shit.
Anyway, he's gonna smile and say, "Well met, Robin.
Yeah.
Gotta say, good first impression."
Flattered, I'm sure. And she takes off her mask and sort of the thieves around you sort of start relaxing. They start coming down. They've read the room. So what are you doing back here? You didn't answer me.
We need help getting out of the city with others.
How many others?
Oof.
I At least 4? He kind of says with a shaky breath.
Okay. Let me.
I'm asking for a lot. I know. And you've lifted mountains for me before. And I'm coming here, hopefully to right some wrong and ask for your
Okay. I think I can do that. But you'll have to do something for me.
anything. Just as long as I can get out of the city.
I need you to dig up some dirt on Lady Heart. I was supposed to be my father's heir, but he wrote me out of his damn will. So we have to figure out some way to get it back to me. I'm not gonna let this new weirdo come in and take charge over my city. They've already suffered enough at the hands of my stupid fucking dad.
Yes, I agree.
All right. You do that. Just give me some kind of information. She's squeaky clean, but she left for the capital, I don't know, about a week ago, by all accounts. We kind of lost track of her. I lost contact with some of my scouts over there, too, that I sent to follow her. I don't know why. Did something happen at the capital recently?
I'm gonna look over.
Yeah,
at,
no, Rebecca kind of like
uh,
wants to exchange a look with
yeah.
Han. Kind of doing like a mental
Like, do we want to share
like,
this?
do we
Or not? She's your friend. Is she not?
What?
say that?
What is it?
Well, the situation in the capital is not looking great.
What do you mean?
The Tsar has been deposed.
What?
It
What?
wasn't me. In case you
She did give you a look, like an incredulous look.
It
Yes.
wasn't me this time. I know. It wasn't me.
It wasn't her. It's actually something much worse.
What?
One of the many factions that are always vying for power.
What-
In this case, the Seven Scholars.
She thinks about it. I don't think I've heard of them.
They're very secretive. But the point is, they've succeeded in their efforts, and they're forming a tribunal of sorts to rule over the city, or the nation.
Well, we can't let that fucking happen. And she like holds her head. The Spades are a line of royalists, corrupt royalists, but we're part of the royalist faction. So,
I
do
see.
you know if any of the princes or princesses survived? You're basically saying they had a coup, right?
Yes, correct. I can confirm that some of the princes and princesses survived, but I will not provide where they're at the moment.
That's fine. She thinks about it for a second. Then it's even more important that we eliminate Lady Hart. I can't do anything while I'm stuck here, working in the shadows. If I could claim my name, I could raise some troops or at least do something about it. We can't let some weirdos take over our nation.
I like the spunk. However, and I agree with you. However, we have to play our cards right.
That's right. We will. Kind of turns her attention back to Robin. We'll get you your dirt on Lady Heart. then we'll raise hell.
All right. She looks at you, Han. You're still wearing your royal knight outfit, right?
Am I?
Are you?
You changed, right?
You
I
changed?
changed.
Okay.
Yeah. So
He just looks like he looks like a mongrel, and that's it.
She looks at you and raises an eyebrow
I will
at
say
you.
this.
Yeah.
He does look like a mongrel, but he is wearing, I wouldn't say finer clothes, but he's wearing like pretty decent clothes.
Yeah.
No, it's like, what's this mongrel doing in like
Fine
aristocratic?
threads.
Yeah.
Fine threads.
She raises an eyebrow and then directs her next words at you, Han. Give my liege my regards, then.
He smiles. I will.
She nods. All right.
Didn't realize what he was.
Yeah. She put 2 and 2 together.
So we can go now?
Yeah.
Preferably without a crossbow bolt to our backs.
Go on. We'll get your ship ready.
Thank you, Robin. As all right, come on. Let's go before she changes her mind.
On waves goodbye.
Come on, boys. We got a lot of work to do. And she like does a little circle with her hand. And
As they're leaving, Han's gonna tell Rebecca, I like her.
So do
Time
I.
to ship Han and Miss Spade. Sorry.
yep, Miss Spade. Anyway,
So do I.
we're going to quickly cut back over to Lido and Zoran. Lido, I presume you're still playing with the kids.
I think about now is like kind of they're having their lunch break. They're kind of
Aw.
eating snacks and such.
Yeah, you're sitting around the fountain eating snacks. The mongrel's got a sandwich. And Zoran, what are you doing?
Oh, that's a good question. I feel like Zoran might have joined Lido for the lunch.
All right.
He definitely would have offered, you know.
So Lido ended up buying snacks for the kids earlier.
Like,
Mhm.
I mean, 25 cents worth of food. So
I mean,
I don't
that's
know
like
how much that is.
that's a very, very reasonable amount. That's almost too much food.
well, I
Oh.
made sure to pack some for them as well.
Yeah.
For the kids.
It's like sweet. It's like sweets. It's like cakes. It's like pretty much whatever they wanted they could have. But right now they're having like sandwiches and stuff.
Okay, yeah, because at that point I was like, maybe Zoran was like the one who was like, hey, you guys have been playing for a while. Here, have lunch.
Okay.
And of course, lunch for us too, because
Yeah.
Yeah. As you
Put, like
have some,
50s in it on the table. I don't know.
you don't have
Yeah.
Percent it goes.
you
for.
don't have to put
25 cents is more than enough
Yeah,
for everyone to have food.
more than enough.
For them to take some home.
Yeah. And as you all are eating
Guess he
lunch,
bought out a stall or something.
Yeah, I know it.
as you both are eating lunch, a woman approaches you. Oh my, who do we have here?
Just kind of coughs of food. Oh, my apologies. I'm simply having some lunch with my new friends here.
Oh, that's so lovely. You're such a dear for playing with the sweet children.
She gives me the
Danger,
creeps
danger.
already.
Stranger danger. Stranger danger.
Yeah.
Did you need something?
Oh, I was just passing by. I wanted to say hello to my new subjects.
She is a weirdo.
Oh. Zoran kind of stands up.
Hmm?
It's been a while, Lady Hart, but it's wonderful to meet you once again.
She looks at you. almost seems
Lauren
like
probably
she.
hasn't changed a day since she last saw him.
Yeah. She looks at you. Do you want to define the nature of their previous relationship?
Uh, so we got that they met before and they chatted. Right?
Yeah.
She,
Interesting.
he was disarming enough to get her to confide in him.
Mm-hmm.
So they're at least friendly. How long ago was this?
It was probably back when uh, your son was still a baby. Before you
Okay.
retired fully, but sort of reaching the tail end of your career.
So like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You're going off of like Lido's age kind of deal.
Yeah. And it doesn't seem like she immediately recognizes you.
So I'll say that they weren't wasn't like they were like lovers or anything like that, because no. No.
No.
Also,
Just friends.
yeah, so it might have been,
You could have
so
been
the Hart
invited.
families,
Yes, the Hart family.
I could have been, but the Hart family, do they have any like mercantile interests?
It does seem like they do. And they probably are the producers of like perfumes, actually. Like really refined perfumes, I would say.
So maybe so Zorn might have been business partners with her one of her parents of the house. I know she's illegitimate, so
Yeah.
I don't know where that falls into.
Right. And it would take her a minute. But and you are
Apologies. Zorn Vidane. I used to merchant who once worked with your house.
ah. Ah, yes, I seem to recall.
It appears we've gotten off on the wrong foot. I'm not really here to stay for very long, but it's a pleasure to
Yes.
meet you.
Oh,
This
that's
I told you about before, but this is my son, Shen.
your son, is he? He is remarkably cute, isn't he? And she leans into you, Lido, and kind of pinches your cheek.
Yeah,
Hmm. He's exactly as you described him, isn't he?
I mean, much older, but yes. The picture of adorableness ruffles his hair.
Yes, indeed.
he's
Truly.
playing along, but he definitely is getting
He's-
sketchy vibes from this lady.
He's so uncomfy.
He's so uncomfy.
It's Zorn is kind of a little bit like like stepped a little bit closer to Lido in the point of like, hey, yeah, no, we're picture family is, and it's like, yeah, no, I'm getting the child predator vibes. Let's
You take a instinctive step in front of Meadow to kind of block, kind of block her.
yeah.
She steps away to give you both space. Well, what brings you here? As I recall, you're not a native to our country.
We're visiting some friends.
And not me. Her lips curl into a smile faintly, but it doesn't reach her eyes.
My apologies. It was one of my friends.
Indeed. Unfortunately, it's been quite some time, and I had fallen out with your father. Your
Hmm.
father.
And it's at
Quite some
the
time ago.
moment you mention her father that her mask of like serenity breaks slightly, and you see some slight. There's just something there that seems annoyed, but it's gone in the next moment. Ah, yes. Well, he was a fool, so it matters not. But I must say, it was a pleasure meeting you again, and your son.
Indeed.
Let me know if there's anything I can do for you while you stay.
Yes, if I wish to meet up with you for some tea, is there any place I should inquire about?
Oh, yes. Simply come to my estate. And she gestures at the what you know to be the Spade estate. I'm making some changes around here. I'm sad if you'll be leaving soon. You'll miss them.
We still do have some matters to take care of, so hopefully we'll be able to see some of those changes before we have to depart.
Oh, delightful. Well, I've wasted enough of your time. I'll be going now.
Please, your presence is never a waste.
He's kind of grabbed onto Zoran's sleeve, and he's not shaking, but he's like giving you a look like, "Oh, I don't trust this lady one bit."
And before she leaves, her eyes linger on you. Just a little bit, Lido.
Ooh.
Before she turns and walks away with a bunch of knights, wearing sort of a, what do you call them, tabards?
Yeah, tabards.
Yeah, they're wearing red tabards with like a heart. It's like a sword, but the hilt is a heart, and the blade is like the bottom part of the heart.
Okay.
When she's out of ear's
Wait,
reach,
what?
I think
Lido-
she knows.
Lido, you would see Zoran's like practice smile go to a sneer when she's kind of
Oh, there you go.
Gone.
Goodbye.
as she's departing. Ugh.
I don't like her.
I have a question.
I think she might be one of the scholars.
What's up? What's up, Zerda? Oh,
Uh,
what's up, Zerda?
I accidentally hovered on Discord over Marcus's screen, and I noticed that there was a character portrait on screen, presumably of someone else previously. I'm not seeing any characters.
Oh,
you
you didn't see the.
Oh, you didn't see the
stage.
character pop up?
Nope.
Oh,
Oh, that's
I
probably whenever
can
you start
I
your-
can do it.
I reset everything, and
Here you go.
oh, thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, she never appeared. Oh my god.
Odd.
Who's
You
this
thought we were
supposed to
talking
be?
to a wall.
Actually,
This is
Yeah.
Lady Hart, and she's a fucking weirdo. Golly.
Yeah,
I was
Lido.
right. She's a weirdo.
yeah. Like I see.
Yeah.
I see that she
Lido
appeared
looks-
like. Okay,
Go ahead,
continue,
sorry.
No, I see that she appeared like on like on the cinematic view, but like the
Mhm.
cinematic view never procced for me.
Oh, weird.
But yeah, Zora looks to Zora, or sorry, Lido looks to Zoran. She looked at me like she knew who I was. The way she said, "Your son," made it feel like she knows.
How could she know?
There's only one way she could know, and it's if she's in league with them or one of them.
It's possible. Some of her actions were also off. One way or
It's
another, she
creeps.
wants you for something.
And honestly, the alternative seems worse.
Yes.
We should head back.
Indeed. This is enough of a worry that we should probably bunker down and wait
More than
for
that. I managed to get some information.
us to die. Well, before she appeared, I had garnered that she was the new ruler, and I know a thing or two about her.
Well, her presence alone is information as well.
All right. You all head back individually, separately, but you make it back to Ophelia's lodgings. Yes, thank you. Without too much trouble, I would say Lido and Zoran, you make it back first. And Ophelia greets you, and you smell something amazing when you step inside. And Ophelia greets you as you walk through the door. Welcome back. I hope your time in the city was fruitful.
It certainly was informative. That smells delightful, Miss Ophelia.
Oh, well, it's not my doing. Daisy returned, and she's making dinner for everyone.
Yeah, I will have to try this dinner out myself. It seems rather rude to refuse such a thing.
As you make yourselves kind of comfortable once more, shaking off the strange encounter you had, uh, you see Orthozi snoozing in the courtyard with your little sister on top of her, also snoozing.
Very cute.
It seems like they had a very fun day. Han, Rebecca, it takes you a little bit longer. You're going through some dark side streets and taking care not to be seen. But as you walk through the city, you spy like a caravan of sorts, marked in red, in the red emblem of the Heart House. And you hear mutterings of people. It seems like Lady Hart has just returned from her business at the capital.
So she thinks aloud to herself.
You manage to slip around the caravan though, and make it back to Lady Ophelia's lodgings, where you're greeted by the rest of the party and a wonderful smell of food.
Oh. What is that?
Smells wonderful.
Delightful is what it is. Like,
Whatever it is, I
get his
want it
fork
now.
and like.
Whatever this I wanted now, I'm starved.
Yeah, we could put her on the stage since she's here in the room with you.
I feel
I like
like,
the little bouncing speech symbol.
like I said, I cannot thank you enough.
Oh, please, don't worry about it. Let's have dinner then, shall we? And then you can discuss what you learned over dinner. And you hear Daisy basically explode out of the kitchen and go, "Are y'all ready for some good eating? I've set the table. Come on, come on. I mean, come, my lady. Dinner is ready."
I like her.
What are we having?
It seems to be some sort of seafood stew, with a variety of fresh vegetables and, like a salad.
She's from Fantasy Louisiana, isn't she?
No.
Han,
my-
Han is quite a
Oh my
big fan
God.
because
Gumbo.
he grew up in a seaside village and he likes fishing. So
Yep. There's a whole spread of like seafood dishes. She made a stew. She made you know how there's like roast pig at banquet tables?
yes,
She took a big old fish. It looked like she grilled it and then she chopped it into pieces that anyone can take and carve out of.
like a big old catfish.
Yeah.
The only thing Rebecca's had today was that one fish she nabbed from the river. That is all.
Yeah. I imagine Rebecca's drooling.
Yeah.
Please sit, enjoy. I'll grab some food for the little ones too. And you see her start scooping stuff into a bowl and bringing them out to the twins and stuff.
This smells absolutely divine.
You see there's a huge fish that is still raw, probably meant for Orthozi because Daisy shortly hauls it out to the griffin shortly afterwards, who then attempts to.
struggling with it, or does she have that country strength?
She has that country strength.
Country
Yeah, I
strength.
had a feeling.
Yeah, and Orthozi tries to at once devour the entire fish whole and starts choking.
That's the
like
bird
Kevin.
part of her brain.
Yeah, that's the bird part.
Like Kevin from Up.
Yep, pretty much. But she does get it down. Don't worry, your griffin's not dying.
I would hope not.
Yet.
Whoa.
You
No.
leave my bird alone. I will murder you. I will go to the dark side.
As Ophelia sits down at the table with you all, she seems happy. There's a little smile on her face. I did a little digging myself. It seems like, well, there wasn't much anyone wanted to particularly say to me, but I did learn that the ship I used to travel here is still being serviced, so we are not able to depart immediately. I apologize.
It certainly gives us time to figure out what we're going to do to, well, save the rest of my family.
Well, yes, that and there has been no news of my knights. I asked around, but it does not seem like they have returned.
That is troubling. Zoran and myself went to the market and managed to scrounge up some rumors. It seems there is a figure by the name of the Dark Thief going around and supposedly had defeated the Bloody Butcher. Looks over at Rebecca.
When you look over, you do see like her hands are just like full of the fish. That was the centerpiece fish. Hasn't even bothered with the laid out utensils. She's just eating it with her hands.
Lido giggles a little bit.
Yeah, that's rich.
But,
Defeated.
but she seems to be stealing from the rich, perhaps, and giving to the poor. She helped this young mongrel to eat after he had stolen unsuccessfully from a market stall, and she warned him not to do that, which seems odd for someone named the Dark Thief. We also met a very peculiar woman.
Yes, speaking of which, Lady Hart is back in the...
You hear a slam on the desk or on the table. Wait. Lady Art's here?
You already met her?
Yes, I had known her before. I'd once worked as a business partner for her father. I introduced Lido here as my son.
Okay.
He's at the
She
right
did
age,
not
and
seem to necessarily believe that. She looked at me as if she knew who I was.
That would explain the caravan. I thought the Hart family was just here in general, but the Lady Hart herself is back in town.
That's convenient.
I think. If you think of her timing and the fact that she may have known who I was, I think she may be one of the Seven Scholars. Or at least working for them.
How do you know, Lady Hart?
like I said, I once worked alongside her father doing trade from Treloria to Port Royale, specifically dealing with the perfumes that they manufacture.
So, in your time being a merchant for their family. You didn't happen to hear anything?
Why do you ask?
Kind of, there's a quick exchange of looks with Han before Rebecca continues. We need something. Need to know something about Lady Hart. I conditionally was able to secure a ride out of the city at the cost of information. Something that would put Lady Hart's reputation, how to put this lightly, to the furthest, deepest point of the harbor.
So you
And
need dirt on her.
this person
Yes.
that you are working with, is it someone we can trust?
With my life.
Han's gonna chuckle.
He squints.
Wait,
at
where are you
that.
seated? Where are you seating? Next to me?
Yeah, he's next to you.
Are you seated next to me or across from me?
Actually, I'm gonna say across from you.
Oh, I kick you. I kick your shit under the table.
He grunts. He says it was worth it.
Anyways, what was your question?
He turns away from you to Han. Well, what can you tell me about this person that you met with? I know a bit, but I don't want to hand over information that will be more harmful than good for this city.
He'll benefit us greatly in more ways than one.
What this?
For
Equivalent
one,
exchange.
we will not only get a boat secured, but she has vested interests upon learning of the coup of putting back the royals in the throne.
We could have an ally.
Yes.
I have managed to secure, at the very least, an open invitation for tea at her estate.
That's good news.
It is. So, do you mind sharing who this mysterious benefactor is?
She's.
Does she know the
Swear to
Night
God.
Thief, perhaps?
Funny you mentioned that. Her name is Robin. She's the rightful heir, the Spade line.
The same family that almost crippled many merchants in the city just by overtaxing and over tariffs to embezzle funds.
Correct, but
Do you measure
Ah.
people by the sins of their father?
In that case, I'd probably be the worst one here.
I don't hold it against them, but I use it to inform me, as many people tend to take after their parental figures.
Good to know. And Lido kind of gently sips his drink and looks away slightly.
well, believe me, that's where some of our commonalities sit. She is nothing like her old man. You can trust her.
I was quite a fan.
She kicks you under the table again.
Yeah, don't go after her girlfriend. Come on.
He grunts.
I see. Well, I do have one piece of information that will be very damning and should help your friend. In quotation marks. He does quotation marks.
He says it in italics.
Yes. Oh.
Rebecca kind of narrows her gaze, but stays silent, waiting to hear what information you want to disclose.
The Lady Heart's position as the ruler is a bit precarious, given that she has inherited something that she technically has no rights to. She's an illegitimate child, after all.
There's a look of satisfaction that crosses Rebecca's face before a different look goes over. And you just know this by word? Is there any physical evidence of this?
Just by word, but it came from a very reputable source on this matter.
That's as much as I'm happy to hear that she at least has dirt in her name. It's not enough.
No, it's not, but I can tell you that at least she's told me it herself. He shrugs.
There has to be some paperwork out there that confirms it.
Perhaps
Sun Need
it's-
Empire loves its papers and lists.
You
And
know,
if she were to have papers, it would probably be at the estate. You need to use your invitation as our way in. Or, in this case, your way in.
Indeed. Lido, I don't know if it's best for you to join me.
maybe not up front, but I think there may be a way I can help you. I think I need to be there.
If you think so, it is dangerous.
I know some magic. Perhaps I might know enough to find something that isn't seen regularly.
Perhaps. Zorn will turn to Rebecca. How did you get into the estate when you were the butcher?
He keeps throwing that name around, but anyways, I know of a way in.
Perhaps Lido, then I serve as the distraction and you go with the others through secret entrance?
That
Is-
would probably work.
Please don't tell me it's another sewer.
Oh, 1,000% it's another sewer.
No, there's just a notable deadpan silence that she does when she turns her head to you.
He's just gonna sigh.
And then she just ignores, lets that pass and turns back. I agree. Keep Lady Heart occupied. And try to find something. Paperwork, as Han said.
Shall I assist you in this manner?
Perhaps you can see things we can't.
Perhaps. Though. She looks at the children.
Well, I think your friend might be able to look after them. They're safe here, right? No one knows we're here.
For the time being,
Yes.
given Lady Heart's attraction to you, Lido,
Perhaps it would be prudent for me to stay. But I can do this much. And she clasps her hands together as if in prayer. I thunked my microphone, sorry. She clasps her hand together as if in prayer, and her hands begin to glow like starlight, and she bows her head, and each of you feel a sort of gentle warmth settle over your soul. You feel comforted. You feel like a little safer. And oh, I messed that up. 1 second, please. I messed up my screen. And Rebecca, that feeling is more discomfort for you, but you sense that you've all been blessed in a sort of way.
He sets down the fish that she was just keeping in her hands. You can hear clunk on the table or on the plate. Oh, I just lost my appetite.
How does this bless tie into my kind of shtick?
How do you mean?
Because Zorn's power comes from, a lot of it comes from an external source that he draws on, right?
Right. It doesn't seem to be like, it's not a well, it is a protective blessing, but it's not specifically doing anything. You feel like if you were to be in danger, this blessing would aid you. It's sort of sitting passively until you need it. And it has a mechanical effect as well.
Fair. Just good old necromancer thing with things. The ruin.
Specifically, this is the Blessing of Vitality. If you guys would like to create a note for it in like handouts or something, you're definitely free to. But it's an ongoing effect, and during your next conflict, you can recover hit points, even if this would cause you to go beyond your maximum HP scores up to 150%. For example, a character with a maximum of 45 maximum HP can have up to 67 current HP. And this is the sort of the mechanical benefits of Ophelia being your ally.
Wait, remind, what does it do again?
I will just write it up. Give me a second. Yeah. I'll put it in the Discord. So you has it. But it lets you heal beyond your hit point max. So you have like an overheal sort of thing going on.
Overheal.
Does it basically just set you to like 50% more than your maximum health, or?
I don't think so. Here, this is the effect. So this will just give you an extra buffer of HP. Should you choose to use it, you guys can all slam like a potion and just heal more.
Gotcha. So it requires a different healing effect, but allows you to go over your max.
Mm-hmm.
I made a handout called Blessings, and I put Blessing of Vitality on there.
All right, cool.
Wait, where do handouts? What's a handout?
It's the open book.
The open book. Oh yeah, I see it. I will make it visible to everyone if you haven't done that already.
Can you do it, please?
Done.
Thank you.
Ah, magnifique.
Here you go.
Nice. So
Um,
I don't need that there.
as
Oh my God.
Ophelia expends some of her holy power to aid you in your next battle.
Very useful. Thank you, Miss Ophelia.
It's the least I can do. My apologies for ruining your appetite, though. And she nods her head at Rebecca.
It's fine. You've done more good this past day.
Well, I suppose we can plan this What, say tomorrow or so? We didn't mention we
Yes.
weren't going to stay long.
I can
What
have.
I can do.
I may have Daisy send word to the estate then.
Please do.
Ophelia nods.
Do we want to have it around noon or in the evening?
Might be easy to sneak around towards the evening. Less people around the home, whatever it's called. Alex is
Yes.
forgetting
Yeah.
the word.
It's the estate.
is the one. The estate. Less people around the estate.
Then perhaps I shall ask for a dinner then?
Sounds
Indeed.
appropriate to me.
And in that case, I should pick up something.
Can't go to someone's estate without a gift.
Indeed, especially when it comes to dinner. I think a bottle of wine should do.
Very well. Then take this night to rest as you please, and ready yourselves for the day tomorrow.
Lido nods.
All right. And if there's nothing else, do any of you want to have any one-on-one scenes, or are you good right now?
I'm good. I was actually going to ask if it's possible to start doing stars wishes because it's almost 11. And we usually take like 30 minutes to do those.
Yeah, I was actually going to call it here. I felt like it
Yeah.
was good time. We'll pick
I
up.
think I have any. Yeah, I'm good here.
Alrighty. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that session of Fallen Stars.
I did.
I did.
I'm
It was
looking
good.
forward
It
to
was
it.
great.
All right.
Got some intrigue. Met some cool characters.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
we got
without-
the full scope. We got all the cute moments and all the creepy ones.
Yep.
Oh.
What'd you guys think of Hart, Lady Hart?
She was scary.
She was
I don't
not
like her.
No me gusta. No me gusta.
No. All right.
She wasn't what I expected, given the prior information I got from my
Mhm.
my what do I know about her?
Yeah.
I was
She
expecting,
seemed significantly different from what you were expecting her to be.
I was originally thinking that this Heart and Spade, the Dark Thief and Lady Heart were the same character, but then with the separation, it's like, oh, it actually makes sense and
Mhm.
now puts a sides in this coin instead of it being like, oh shoot, what's going on?
Yeah. Sorry to nix the initial thing, but
No, that's totally fine. It makes a lot of sense, and I'm at least happy that it's still along the same line of thinking. I wanted someone involved in the family
yeah.
to be.
And I had already come up with it, but you coming in and naming her was a big boon. Thank you.
I'm owed 10 Zenit.
You can get that from Rebecca because Rebecca's the one that made that choice.
Yeah, I did. I gave it to you.
There you all go.
Lovely.
I've learned how to automate this stuff.
Very nice. That means we level up, everybody.
You do level up.
Oh,
What does it
huzzah.
do? Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Man, I am slowly regretting having Lore Master as my third class instead of Merchant, even though I didn't know Merchant existed when I made the character.
Well, I'd let you switch it out. We already have a Lore Master in the party, so if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll probably eventually pick up Lore Master as well because it makes sense for the character, but Merchant has been more predominant.
Yes, right now, for sure. If you want to swap out whatever levels you have in Lore Master, I'll totally let you do that, and if that would make you mechanically happier.
I think it would. It makes a lot less mechanically. It's fine. It's more story wise,
Narrative, yes.
a lot more sense.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna pick up a level in Orator. Specifically, I shall take my trust in you.
Yes. Now Lido can use his Fabula points to re-roll things for the rest of you. Goody. What are you taking, Zerda?
I'm deciding right now. I haven't yet.
Okay. Rebecca, did you have anything in mind?
Did I? My level.
Your level.
What exactly?
For your level.
Okay.
You leveled up.
Oh, yes. I was probably just now seeing making it kind of akin to like what happened that night. I think I'll acquire provoke. Or is it provoke? Is that the one I'm thinking of?
It's
It's like the taunt.
yeah, it provokes the taunt. You can definitely take that. I presume you haven't decided on your third class yet.
No, not yet, because I trying to figure out if I wanted to do. Gosh, what was it? It was either Guardian or something else. I just don't remember.
Chimerist, maybe?
Chimerist. What does that do
That's
again?
that's like the animism spellcaster. You steal spells from various creatures and then use them.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you wanted to go more tank wise, I'd suggest Guardian because they
Yeah, probably Guardian. Yeah, I'll probably use the level up for that. Which I just kind of drag it into my sheet and go boop, 1.
Boop.
Lovely.
And just make sure to drag the skill into your sheet as well.
Yes. Where's Guardian on the folder? There it is. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, and I probably should have done this before, but I think you already have sussed it out. There you go.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
What's happening?
We met a villain.
Yeah, you met a villain.
Okay, yeah.
You met a villain.
Of course we did. I mean, yeah, no, she's imposing.
I immediately got villain vibes from Heart. I think you did a good job with that.
Okay. I'm glad you liked the way I played her. I wasn't confident. All right, let's go into stars and yeah.
I now just off merchant. The first thing I got, Winds of Trade, which allows me to do stuff that I've spent Fabula points on in the past.
Well, there you go.
You won't have to spend Fabula points in the future.
Instead, I use trade points. Huzzah!
Yippee. Okay, let's move on to stars and wishes so that we can end fairly quickly. First stars. Let's go around the room. Sloth, do you have a star?
I have a couple stars.
Okay.
First star to you, Miss Foxotron. The way you have played these characters feels unique to each character. The way you introduced the villain was very creepy, but it seems to fit the character pretty well, so I think that's a good thing in this case. The scene with Rebecca meeting her girlfriend was great. I love that part.
Yeah,
Especially.
don't see the. I did see the doomed Yuri comment in the chat.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I will give a star to both Rebecca and Zoran here. For different reasons. Rebecca's playing into her more familiar nature with her friend with Miss Spade, and kind of the more cowed nature of how she's kind of been ever since revealing the incident that happened. Is contrary to what the original picture I had of Rebecca, but it's a new side of her that I like seeing. With Zoran, the quick thinking of my son, and keeping Lido at arm's distance, recognizing that this seemed like danger, seemed very in character. So it's very much like opposite of what I thought character was, very much what I thought character was.
Yeah. Also, name drop.
Name drop too, yeah.
Yeah, name drop.
Also, unfortunately, I don't really have anything for Han. not that I don't think you did a great job,
Dang.
but I just think that the other two had like really meaningful character moments. And while you had those the last couple times, Han, these two had really good ones today.
Alrighty, thank you. We
You're muted.
okay. Oh, yeah. 1 second. Ugh, I'm struggling. Not that one.
Second, she's floundering.
Maybe this one. Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Not floundering.
Yeah. Thank you for your stars. Han, Zerda, do you have stars for us?
Yeah, I have stars for you. As always, your character acting is really on point. You did a very good job. I think I don't know if I mentioned it last time, but I do like the voice that you gave Ophelia.
You did.
And I like the characters you played this time. Lady Hart was terrifying. And Robin was very fun. I quite enjoyed her. And I guess next, I will give one to. I'm sorry, I'm blinking right now. Rebecca. I'll give one to Rebecca for actually. It was interesting to see her in a different light this time around. I feel like before she was in a position where she was like observing and being really judgmental, and now she's like the spotlight's on her, and she's had like moments of vulnerability where she's like, "Oh, well, everything's being exposed." And I'll give it to Zoran for the same reasons that Sloth gave it to him, and that is for enacting a character being very protective of Lido. I think that was pretty cool. And that's it for
All right.
today.
Thank you. Marcus, please, stars.
Yes, so I would definitely want to give a star out to you, Fox. It's being able to kind of kick off this part of Rebecca's storyline was fun to explore, especially in the case that, at least in my case, I was like, oh shoot, I actually don't know what happened during the murder, so I'm gonna make some shit up and hope it works. Which was fun on multiple occasions because it was both with the checkpoint as well as what happened in the Thieves Guild. And yeah, also will provide all the applause, all the commendations of your portrayals of multiple characters with very distinct voices, ranging here from just like the children that were playing in the town square to the now notable two new characters that we've met. Being able to interact with them was stage frightening at times, but very enjoyable.
Well, I'm glad. Thank you. Any other stars?
Yes. I will also just for the sake of we were sharing scenes, I'll give a star to Han on some of the inter-character interactions that we've had. First with coming to terms with her kind of sketchy journey, getting over here to even all the way down to where I'm just kicking his leg under the table because he's trying to tease. Gosh,
Yeah,
annoying.
he's trying to tease her. Yeah.
Annoying.
You guys give brother sister vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, as for my stars, gotta to you, Fox, for like Marcus said, your voices were all on point. The way you personified some of the characters, like Lady Hart full on gave me the ick.
God.
Give it to Marcus for Rebecca's interactions with Robin, and that's kind of like building up the character. It's nice to see Han also start to get to personify more of the character outside of the Seven and Lido, and getting that like connection between the two. And then I don't. Unfortunately, I don't think I have much for Lido here. He's still sweet cinnamon bun, but
2 different instances of hair ruffling.
That's fine.
yeah.
Lido's had his spotlights before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, let's get around to my stars. I really like seeing that new side of Rebecca. I love it when my players try and help me make the story up as we go. I think that's a really fun part of Fabula that I think a lot of you are starting to get more and more used to. The story is in our hands, not just mine. Although I still reserve admin's right to nix certain ideas and elements. I promise I won't do it without a good reason.
Totally fair. I did also preface, like, it may be a curveball. So
Yeah.
that was signal for, like, please stop me if this does too much damage,
Yeah.
and we can recorrect it, which I'm happy with the recorrection.
Yep. I really like seeing Zoran like flex some of his merchant history. I like the idea that you're switching to the merchant class because I think that'll be really fun thematically. And I think you'll get a kick
Yeah.
out of it personally, just generally.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna just start off with like, Winds of Trade is so cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did I just do?
I really liked Han opening up to the other members of the party. I liked his banter with Rebecca. I really liked the talk that Han and Zoran had, where Han discussed his origins. I thought that was really interesting. And I really liked the talk that Lido and Ophelia had at the very beginning. I thought that was very cool. That's it. I'm glad you guys liked all the voices and the characters. I was sort of winging it part of the time, but I don't know if you could tell.
No, it's fine.
They were very distinct. I was able to keep up.
Yeah, I don't think I did anything for the prophecy this time, so not even really gonna
No.
wait for that.
How do I transfer 10 Zenith to a player?
Well,
What you
didn't
could do
negate
is you
10
can
and I can add 10.
Or if you want to do it mechanically through the stuff, you can deposit Zenith to the party sheet, and then they can take Zenith away from it.
Oh, okay. Well, I just want to try it. How do you deposit into the sheet?
Next to your Zenith, there's 2 buttons: a bank and a paper airplane. Paper airplane. sends.
Deposit to
Yeah. So you can have a party fund and private funds.
boom.
Yep.
Dang.
It.
Aw, that's kind of cool. The party sheet's really cool.
That's
It
cool.
is pretty
All
cool,
right.
yeah.
All right. Let's move on to wishes, I think now. We did Lido's thing. Han, do you think we foiled or got in the way of any schemes yet? I don't think so.
I don't think so. No. I think we're on the process to do
I think you're in the process of doing it, but I don't think you've done it. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't actively done anything. It's like we've gotten this scheme, but now
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
we've been
and
setting
then
up for a scheme.
Marcus, can you please roll me for your curse?
Where? What was the roll for that?
I think it's 2d20.
Ah, love that.
speaking of which, I'm good.
You didn't surrender, so you don't make that roll.
Oh no, I make it every session.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, you're good. Rebecca's good. All good.
Yep. At the end of each session, I make the roll
Oh, that makes sense.
because mine is I still at the end if once the ruin comes, we just get a new villain.
Yeah.
I still remain a character.
Oh, you just spawn one? That's gross.
Yeah.
Yes.
He spawns one, you become one. Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh, if that happens at the same time, that's gonna suck.
That would suck, Biggie. I
Accidentally spawned that one.
am thrilled. I am so excited, but it will come later.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for the either very unfortunate end of this campaign or very hopeful end to this campaign.
We shall
My
see.
guess, it's gonna boil down to you.
It's gonna boil down to whether I get down in the last fight.
We'll see. We'll see. Okay, let's go wishes. Lido, give me your wishes.
I
Or
wish
Sloth, rather.
That, I wish that Miss Hart would disappear. No,
That's no. I mean, your wish is my command.
files. She gave me very PDA file energy, and I didn't like that. But no, my wishes are I want to see more interaction between Lido and um Rebecca and Lido and Zoran. Also some more connection between Lido and Han because they've had a very official kind of connection going on where they're just
Yeah.
like my guard, my bodyguard.
Yeah, your guardian.
I want them to connect more on a personal level. Since Lido now sees the innocence in Rebecca, Lido wants to, oddly enough, nurture this innocence, despite being a child and someone who
Aw.
believes in the best in people.
I mean, yeah,
And wants to bring that out of Rebecca instead of letting her linger on these negative feelings.
Hmm.
Lido is very curious as to what Zoran wants from him, why he's actually helping him, other than presumably this need to, because this is obviously our prince. I'll help the prince, right? Lido sees through that. It's not just about that. He just
It
doesn't
never
know
was about that.
why. Exactly. I mean, that's what you could assume. Like, if you were the prince, you'd assume that, oh, this is just one of my, citizens helping me not die. But, Lido thinks that there's something. It's a little sketchy. I mean, he is what's his feelings towards you again? It should be uh where to put this thing?
Mistrust.
It's admiration right now.
Oh, okay. Well, you can have admiration and mistrust.
You can. I mean I can't add it like this. It has to
No.
be a moment or whatever. But
Yeah.
um
Through a rest scene, which I don't think we're quite at. I guess we could be. I would say like the eating scene was probably restful. So
yeah,
you could modify bonds. I'll allow it.
modify and not add. Correct.
You can add or modify.
Fair enough. There's gonna be some mistrust there, only because
Mhm.
you've protected him on a few times. He doesn't know why you've protected him.
Hehehe.
It's
Uh-huh.
very curious why you were even at the party since you're a former merchant. You're not a current merchant. You don't have merchant's clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not from your nation.
You're also
Yeah.
from my nation. What were you doing there?
Yeah. Yes, good. Can I get Zerda's wish, please?
I'm gonna say something evil.
Yeah.
Give us a swamp level.
he
How
yearns.
dare
He
you.
yearns for the swamp.
Poison swamp level. Let's go.
You learn for
And it's
you.
called the sewer.
You're
No. It's not the same.
Yeah, Chris. I mean, hey, they did say the estate was in the countryside, and we are in a river delta.
yeah.
Could be a little ways away.
You
not poison
yearn
swamp
for
level.
the swamps.
He yearns for the swamps.
Give me the poison swamp level. This is a Dark Souls inspired game.
Yeah. Oh, you're not at the
wait.
poison swamp yet. You'll get there.
All right. Um,
You don't have to give.
I
Yeah.
would like to keep interacting with like the other characters. I don't really have a pick because any of them works for me. Like I just want Han to open up a little bit more, and which is what he's working towards. It seems. That's kind of one of them. So like some, opportunities to do that, I suppose. To develop
Absolutely.
like, the relationships more.
All right. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's it. I think I
think-
can't think of anything else.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you for your wish. Marcus, give me a wish.
Wish wise, let me think. I'd say, actually, yeah, I'll entertain it. Not gonna lie, I was semi leaning into it as like a possibility, but you know what? We can full send.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can lean into some Robin Rebecca.
Doom Diary.
Doom Diary,
A
woo!
little more moments of that, at least while we're in the area, and then yeah, we'll give the people what they want.
Fan service.
The
All
fan service.
right. I was hoping you liked it.
I was like, okay, consider it, kind of down, and then I saw the chat moment. I was like, oh, okay, the people want it.
The people want it. All right.
The people.
Anything else? Or are you good?
Nothing else comes to mind because my previous was just like going into places that she's been before, and obviously this has been one, and it's
I hope I granted that wish.
bloody butcher name. I was like, gosh, what did I do? Oh, I see what I did.
You murdered.
No, me as a player quivering in my boots at the same time that Rebecca was hiding in the crate.
Good. Well, you asked for it, so
I did. And I'm enjoying it.
good. Titan, a wish for me, please.
Yeah, I think it just further kind of keeping up the thing of getting closer to all the other characters that been slowly edging out the backstory.
Mm-hmm. I like the
Yeah,
pacing of the campaign so far. It feels very natural.
Yeah.
It feels like a TV show's like episodes almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, or is that it?
The one thing I was thinking of was we already kind of got was it was like, you know what? It's nice that there's an actual villain has stepped onto the scene.
Yeah, definitely. I'm very excited for more of her, to be honest.
Yeah.
And we're
Yeah.
definitely gonna get a lot more of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if
We're
she
going
is,
to her house.
very, very attracted to the kid.
Yes.
Minors.
Well, we'll see. I will say she might be batshit, so.
I
What?
want to hear.
No.
Kristen's opinion on
But
what's
my
happening.
concern, it's not like attraction, but more like possession, which I find a little more disturbing. Like, oh,
Well, you'll have to wait next time on Fallen Stars. Goodbye, everybody.